Hey everyone, how is everyone today? Well, I tried to hurry up and get in here really quickly. Once again, my car is tripping. Something about I guess like the electrical system. I don't know. Ever since I got into an accident on the freeway, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. Let's see. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me fix this one right quick. It's not on the new live, and I want to make sure it's but so the topic always waiting for some type of answer. What's going on? What is going on? I'm telling you, YouTube will do it to you. Your voice talking too much. So y'all know I had to go get my ice. So let me see if y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. All right, cool. Let's see who we got in the building. What time did I link on here? This is like 4:50. So everyone at that mark and before, let's see. Oh, it does it for me automatically. So we got Lola in these streets. We got Etta B. Hey, Gail Thornberry. We got Fun to Be Blonde. Hey, love. Who else? We got Shay. Monica. Hey. Nay. Vinny. Yes, yes. At it again. Media. So this morning, when all we be having our little sleepovers on YouTube. As I was getting myself together, boom, it pops up on my screen. New news, we got to see one of the biological dads. I was a little bit unsure of that because I know they said there were two different, but I think this is the father that claims them both. So that's great. Hey, Joss, how are you? Hey, Miranda. So I just think it's good that we're having any type of information. So I'm going to get right into it so we don't have to make this too long. So let me make sure it's okay on my other pages before I add you in, because I did not know and I looked it up on my other channel. So if you guys have not followed that channel yet, it only has one video, but I will be doing uploads on there just in case anything happens here. So it is Naomi China D, and then there's an X2, so ×2. Exactly how this is, but with ×2, and it's attached to the China D, not a space. Okay, so let's see. Let me click on this. Okay, no, it's already up. Cool. That'll make this nice and easy. Where you guys at? You're on this screen. Let me share my screen. And then we're just going to open up the panel and let's talk about it. I'm going to put the invite in there. So while things are going on, you guys can already start hopping in. Where is it at? I'll put that in there first. Copy. Don't hurt me if I leave you in the backyard too long. I'm going to let you guys know right now. The video is 7 minutes. Uh-oh. What are you doing? Okay, the video is 7 minutes. So when the video is playing, I can't see it if you're in the backyard. I'll get the sound, but I won't be able to see that you're back there. So here you guys go. It should be in the chat. So when ready, can hop up. So I'm going to play the video first, and then, like I said, we're going to open up. So let's share the screen. Share audio. Yes. And share. Okay. I know when I'm on it like this, I believe we mute this one for the no echo. We want no echo. Okay. So you guys all said everything is good, right? Can hear me? See me? Good? Thumbs up? One, if you can hear me. Because I don't want to have to start this over. I just want us to watch it all the way through, have it fresh in our minds, and we can discuss that. Let's see. Here's the link, y'all. Okay, I see a 1 in the chat. So you guys know there is a delay. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Add you to my stream. All right, so here we go. This is what I'm not going to say woke up, but while we were back there talking, this is what we found. That's our volume up. All right, let's go.
Now to the disappearance of 2 little boys in California. It is part of our continuing Missing in America series here on Prime. Orrin and Orson West, brothers, vanished from the backyard of their family home just days before Christmas. That was 10 months ago, and since then, the search for the then 3- and 4-year-old boys has been relentless. News Nation's Nancy Liu is digging into their case and the investigation into their disappearance, and she is joining us live tonight with their story. Nancy.
Marnie, a prayer gathering is underway right now here in Bakersfield because today marks exactly 10 months since Orrin and Orson West were reported missing. But even before, these young boys, these toddlers, they had gone through a lot of change in their lives, much of it in foster care. Their most recent stop was allegedly at a home in California City.
Allegedly.
Good feeling. It's not nothing that you want to just sit up and think about all the time. You got to make yourself think about something different, positive, something happy, something better.
Biological father Charles Pettis is racked with heartache. In an exclusive interview, Pettis talks publicly for the first time about the mysterious disappearance of 4-year-old Orrin and his 3-year-old brother Orson.
They might not remember me, but I remember them.
Right.
And I'll show them. It don't matter how long it takes, how hard it's going to be, I will never give up.
It's been 10 months since the brothers were reported missing from this home in California City. It was around 5 p.m. on December 21st, and Christmas was close. Adoptive father Trezell West says the boys were outside that afternoon playing with a family dog named Chalk.
She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea
Named
to go outside and play with Chalk on the back patio.
West claims he checked on the boys when he went out to get firewood.
Came in the house, saw them there. I went in the house, came back out. I didn't see them there. I immediately went back in, asked my wife, "Did you see the boys?" She said no. They should be outside playing with Chalk. I didn't see them, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing.
The boys were gone, and West says he realized he had left the back gate open. The West spoke with local media 2 days after they called police, but they have not commented publicly since.
I don't want you guys thinking we didn't try. We actually looked before we called police.
Police were called around 6 p.m. Soon after, the neighborhood and the West home were thoroughly searched. The Wests eventually had their 2 biological and 2 other adoptive children removed from their care. And in March, Bakersfield police took over the investigation due to more resources and family ties on both sides.
It's a puzzle, and there are key pieces that are missing. And we are using every legal means to figure out what happened and get the facts and circumstances behind what occurred.
Police admit to withholding over 90% of the evidence in this case to protect their investigation.
90%.
And while the Wests aren't speaking with the media, police say they remain in contact with the Wests.
It's one of those situations where you open a door and that door leads to another hallway, which leads to another hallway, which leads to another hallway. So we haven't reached the end of our journey yet.
The boys were born as Sincere and Classic. Their biological parents lost custody in 2018 due to a suspect leg injury, which relatives insist was not inflicted.
They took my family. They took my life away from me. My kids is my life. That's my family.
Biological cousin Rosanna Wills is among the loved ones convinced the boys were never in Cal City. The Wests had moved into the home in September and reported the boys missing just 3 months later.
Something happened.
The Wests have moved away, but are said to return periodically to check on the home. They have not attended any of the prayer gatherings or recent searches.
But we're the only ones out here, including the supporters, who are pushing for the boys. We haven't heard nothing from their side of the family, the adoptive family.
There is a hefty reward in the case, and it's hoped more national awareness will bring the boys home.
So many other kids have coverage, but these 2 boys did from day one. I don't feel like they're deceased. I feel like somebody have them, and it might not be in California. But I don't know.
I have children. I have 3, and most people have children. Most people, we don't expect anybody's child to go missing and just disappear.
Jennifer Noble has generously made sure that billboards and banners featuring the boys are widely disseminated, even though the only available photos are well over a year old.
Even if they're a little bit old, I hope there's some feature, that they see on their face, their nose, or their lips, or their eyes, or anything that just stands out to them that make them question, could that be, one of the boys? Could it be? Just possibly.
There is a secret witness line just for this case. That number is 661-322-4040. The family and Bakersfield police implore anyone with information from before or after the boys disappeared to please call. Marnie?
Just vanished. Nancy, police aren't saying too much about their investigation all these months later. Can we read anything into what they have revealed and shared so far?
Well, there is a clear indication. The switch from Cal City Police to Bakersfield Police indicates that the heart of the case is here. Cal City is 70 miles away. Did something happen here in Bakersfield before that family moved to Cal City? We were out there yesterday. We talked with a neighbor who said he never saw those boys in Cal City. He also never heard children playing in that backyard. You would hear children squealing or laughing or talking to each other. He said he heard none of that.
So much heartbreak for this family and for the friends who you interviewed. We've covered a lot of missing persons cases, generally adults. When a child goes missing, it is even more heartbreaking and harder, I would imagine, for police to search for little boys like Orrin and Orson.
Absolutely harder, because adults, we have a digital trail. We have our cell phones. We have computer searches. We have acquaintances that they can talk to. These are little boys. They didn't have any phones. They may not also have memories of their early lives, and they're physically smaller. So finding them is so tough. Hopefully they are together out there somewhere.
I share in that hope. They are babies, and they also don't know how to ask for help if something happened to them. Nancy Liu, live in California. Nancy, thank you. This past 4 weeks, we have brought you each and every story, these important stories. Daniel Robinson, Lauren Cho, Kira Coles, Najib Monsif, Alicia Navarro, and now these little West boys. Every missing person matters, and if you have a family member, a loved one who is missing, or you know of a case you think we should be looking into, you can suggest a case on our website at newsnationnow.com/missing.
Okay, guys, so what are we thinking?
Do you have a good credit score?
No.
Do you plan on spending $500?
Let's cut that out. Yeah. Where you guys at right here? Where you guys at? I always have a problem with this switching screens thing. All right, so you guys are right here. Let me remove that from the stream. So what are we thinking right now about this? I'm going to go ahead and toss the link back in the chat, because I want to see what you guys are thinking. So I'm going to throw a couple questions at you, and let's it out there. Now we know, yes, they do have some information. They said we have 90% of the information that they have not put out. So I wonder what that is. But I do want to say that some information that I looked into it, I would like for there to be a banner, like a billboard in San Diego as well, because some of the information that I was given could possibly, out here in San Diego, a lot of people have not heard about this case. When I start talking about it, they know nothing about it, and we're not that far from Bakersfield. So it's like, what's going on here? No one knows. And allegedly, from the information I've gathered, there are probably like some family ties out here. So that's kind of something I want to look into. Let's see. Yeah, we're small. I was like, oh. So what do you think about that?
The question?
I'm talking about them putting a banner in San Diego, because I know I tell you some stuff. I haven't told you everything, but I do tell you.
That's a good idea.
I think so. It's not.
I think to have it in every state would be a great idea, because you just never know if, where they're at.
Like Keisha said, yeah, they could be anywhere by now. 10 months, they've had enough to cover anything that they wanted to cover.
Yeah.
And so I know there was like a issue with, is the dog's name Chalk? So we heard that right there. He said playing with the dog Chalk, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But he makes it sound like, I don't know. I don't want to even go down that rabbit hole. It's either Chalk playing outside or the dog is named Chalk. They know, but whatever. So the 90% of information that they have and not the public. What do you think that they have uncovered and are not like speaking about?
As far as like, you're saying what I think they covered so far? Probably nothing if they haven't done.
No. What information do you think they have? They said they have 90% of the information that they have withheld from the public. What do you think that is?
Probably where they were last seen, who they were last seen with.
You're up here, News.
Hey, News. Hi, everybody.
Jump up
the basic thing that they always try to hide from everybody, because they might have more information than we do, and they're trying to keep it out, like as far as the reasoning, they might have all that, and we just don't know yet because it's not out there yet.
Right. So, okay. They tried to make it seem like it was not a big deal that they moved the case from Cal City to Bakersfield.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying it's not, oh, no. It's just because it's the next nexus, No, you guys clearly know that they would have not dropped that because they were trying so hard to keep the case and not really doing too much, So then when it gets switched over there, you guys just put a shade over it so nobody's really looking into it. And like, oh, no, just because it was, something happened in Bakersfield to where Trezell and Jacqueline said to the lady they were getting the house from, they're trying to get off the map. We want to be off the grid. Right?
Yeah, that's kind of...
That's not a normal statement you say to your realtor, whoever she was.
Yeah, that's suspicious. Hey, News, how are you?
Hey, good.
Hey. So what are you thinking about that? Did you see the whole video?
Yeah, because I actually posted that video earlier too at 11, like around 11 or something. Yeah, because
last night we were on it because it just popped up on my thing. I'm like, y'all, was that last night or early?
Yeah, it probably was early in the morning because I seen it early in the morning too. It popped up on me and I was like, oh, and I watched it, and then that's when I had said, okay, I'm gonna post this in the morning. Yeah, so I think it popped up for everybody.
And you know what was so nice? Hold on a second.
How's it going, News?
Good.
My bad, y'all. Yes. So where was I even at? He just threw me all off. He ran in here like something was going on just because the rain.
You was talking something about the video.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it popped up like really, really early this morning, and then it's nice to see the dad. That was a good, you know, I liked that. I was like, what? Turn up. He's in the
So
building.
you know what? Yeah, it was nice to see the other dad because that must be the dad of Classic. They didn't specify which dad he is, but he must be the dad of Classic because I have the dad of Sincere on my page. I actually reposted that today too. I did I actually did that one at like 4. I did the video of from when I did it back in December. I just reposted the video today as a flashback or whatever. And it actually has the dad of the oldest son.
Would you like would it be okay to play it on here?
Yeah, you can play it.
Okay. We have added again. Last says they last seen with the dog Chalk. That's what they said. They was last seen with the dog Chalk. That's what they say, right? So isn't Chalk the dog's name?
The way he make it, like you was about to say earlier, the way he makes it sound is like he could be talking about a dog Chalk or he could be talking about Chalk. He don't really make it sound like he don't specify. So that's why some people thought it was actual Chalk. Some people thought it was a dog. We really don't know.
And then whoever did that little prank of, I don't know who thought it would be a good idea, but to then go out there and write in chalk.
Yeah.
On the back patio.
Yeah.
So that lets me know right there that house was not fully secured.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't. You know, there was a lot of funny business going on at that house.
Exactly. So, I mean, kids go missing from here. We don't know where they are. The parents are adopted parents are acting sketch. And someone is able to get into the yard and then draw, like, I think it was a flower. Like, perfectly.
Yeah.
No. We have, thanks, Buddha. They gonna get me. But yeah, you said it's cool for us to play it, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna pop over to News and Shenanigans. If you guys do not know who that is, she's right there below me. And next to me, let me do it right. Oh, yeah, I was right. Is Unit. So they both have channels. Go ahead and follow them. Let's see. What tab is it? I'm gonna do it on the same tab because you guys can't see. I'm gonna do it on the same tab. And it's your recent video, your last video, right?
It's the last one I just did at like 4 something.
So let me.
You could do the old one if you want to, but I just like redid it today.
Which one do you rather?
It don't matter. That one's easier to find because the old one you would have to scroll down. So since that one's there at 4.
Minutes ago, I heard somebody pop up. Hey, Jeanette, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Hey.
Good. You get some sleep in?
A little bit. I have to go somewhere though. But I'm just saying it's not responsible for the news to report it as the dog Chalk when nobody's ever verified that.
Exactly. That's why when it popped up and she said that, I was like, so now we know it's the dog Chalk. But there was something else that she said, and it might come to my mind earlier this morning that I was like, they're like saying blatant stuff that at first they were not, saying this is what we're saying. But the news is saying this is it. So do we go with what the news is saying now and they may have more information than everyone else? Or are they just reaching and putting what they want out?
It looks to me like, and I have respect for people on the internet who report things, but it looks to me like the news watched the videos, about all
Yep.
that discussion and decided what it was. And that's not responsible for them, because they
It's
should be
not.
held at a higher standard for vetting things that they report.
Right.
I
But you know
agree
what
with you.
they'll do? They'll just be like, oh, we can go backwards and redact our statement. No, because that gets everybody having the wrong information, wasting time.
Right.
They've
I
done
agree
it
with you.
multiple times in so many cases.
I feel like they went off of whatever they were told, probably. They watched a few videos and whatever they were told, and that's what they went off of.
And then it was nice to have like Bro, Keish, Jennifer, you know, actually speak on there. You kind of see what's been going on in Bakersfield and how they have not stopped. Stopped looking for these boys since
From day one.
From day one. And I mean, you got to give it to them, guys. Like, boots on the ground. Anybody that's willing to just put their time into it, you got to love them, because we don't know what the police is really doing, and we don't know what information they have. But for us to have, don't come for me, guys, but for us to have Gabby, and I'm going to bring it up, how big her case went, but she's found. We already know who the main
suspect was.
Person of interest was, but they're going after this man as if, you know, he killed the president or something. When all they are saying they have is bank fraud or, you know, credit card fraud. But we have two little boys, two at the same time go missing.
Right.
What were you going to say, News?
Who they going after for bank fraud and all this? What are you talking about?
No. I was saying, like, the Gabby Petito case, how they, I mean, it went big, but we don't know where this is going to end up. We have our answers. So why wasn't the boys covered like that? To me, it's obvious. It's obvious. And I don't know if they were keeping it back because people were being kind of pushy and they said, you know, they're not trying to let us do our job, but you have to make the community feel safe, feel like you guys are doing things to help, or else, yeah, it's going to be everyone trying to bust down doors and see who is what. You're dealing with people's family members. If there was one of
you know, something's... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's a delay, but something's telling about the fact that they're saying they've held back 90% of what they've found.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
They've held back 90%, but that's what the news is saying. So,
right.
Again, when the news says the chalk thing, I don't know what to believe.
See? And again, I don't know. Should I go back and play that? Because I'm like, chalk the dog, chalk.
Well, no, because they're not specifying on there. They just said chalk. They not, you know, it's not. No, she said chalk the dog, but when he played it, I mean, when they said it, the adopted mom and dad, he just said chalk. They were playing with chalk. He didn't say if it was a dog. He didn't say if it was chalk. He just said they were playing with chalk.
So the news is pushing that narrative then, because he didn't
like he said, they watched some videos, probably that one person's, and because he said that the dog's name was Chalk.
Oh yeah,
and it was kind of debunked too that the dog's name was Chalk. So I don't know. Like we said, we don't know if it was a dog or if it was Chalk. We don't know. Right. And so, like she said, they watched a few videos and they just came up with their own conclusion.
Exactly.
Now the thing is, if they were playing with a dog named Chalk, I'm sure. I mean, why didn't the dog bark at whoever was taking the boys away?
And let them know that somebody was in the yard.
Exactly. The dogs would have started barking, because even dogs that don't bite people still bark. Soon as somebody come in the yard, they going crazy. If they never seen you before, especially in the dark too. In the dark, somebody coming in the backyard,
So yeah, you left 2 babies outside on the patio, door open, in the dark with chalk, whether it's the dog or kids chalk. That, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Even if I had wood, because it looked, where would you really get that much firewood? You would. I don't care if she's wrapping the presents. She can watch them for 2 seconds and then go back to.
And usually, first of all, usually as a mother, when you're wrapping presents for your kids, you either wait till they're asleep because you still pretending that Santa Claus is well and alive, or
yes.
or or you have them playing in their room or something, or you're doing it in your room. You're not going to put them outside. Yeah. Especially at the time they was 2 and 3, 3 and 4. They're 4 and 5 now, and especially a 3 and 4-year-old, you're not going to just sit them outside, like put them outside so I can wrap the gifts. Come on now, no.
Right, and even
that whole story is fictitious.
Even in the back room, where that door is, even if you were just stepping into there, he could have just put it right there, and then take the kids in, then finish bringing the wood in. At least you're not taking your eyes off the kids.
And actually, too, when you play the video, I give a fast little tour of the house, actually. And you can see there was actually a closed-in spot where they could have been playing at. They didn't even have to go outside.
I'm talking about that part.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I was trying to ask you, though, News, there's 2 things that is up here. I see Charles Pettis Speaks, and then I see Cal City Boys, and then a look at that place. Which one are you saying that you posted this morning?
The one that says Cal City, because the Pettis one is the one you just played. That's the same exact thing you just played.
Okay.
With just video of the boys.
Look,
and then
oh, sorry. Turn that down. Sorry about that.
So it's the last one that says Cal City Boys, a look back.
Okay, so that one right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have a question. So the mom's in the house supposedly wrapping gifts, right? And she's out there getting wood, right? Or firewood, or whatever you want to call it, right? Okay. Why would she not take care of them? You wrapping gifts, what has that got to do with it? I mean, them kids don't even realize what you're wrapping. So why you couldn't watch them? That doesn't make sense to me. Why would you take those kids in the night where they can get sick, first of all, like cold weather, or even if it's warm weather, they could still get, sick from being out there. Like, that doesn't make sense to me at all. No. Why would you bring them outside when you could keep them in the house where the mom is and doing the wrapping?
And it's not like it's a bright, shiny day. This is like the sun is going down. By the time we're seeing it, and the video, the footage tells it all. We don't see any kids in that backyard. We don't see them come in. We don't see them come out. The dogs only hit on some stuff inside the house, nowhere outside the house. Those kids never made it to Cal City. In my opinion.
Yeah, this is crazy.
I know. That's as much looking at that film that we did of the house, and you know what I mean? We never saw a dog. I never saw a dog on anything. Not a dog walking with him when he was
at that house.
But yet,
now at the mama's house, there was dogs.
Yeah, he was walking that dog in Bakersfield, but we didn't see that at that house at all.
And with that too, that wasn't even Trezelle. Like, that person can say that was Trezelle all he wants to, but that was not Trezelle. We already know that. That was
wrap themselves up.
Yeah, that was the dad and the other little brother, and that was their dogs that live at that house. So,
so who's Chalk? Where's Chalk?
Yell at the dog and say Chalk, and then the dog's head turned and he said, "See, that's Chalk right there." Come on now, yell at any dog, the dog's gonna freaking look at you. Now, come on.
Yes, and I believe when I was down the street and around the corner, a young lady on there that lives in Bakersfield was saying that the dog's name is not Chalk, it's Choppa. So I was like a little confused. I was like, wait, what?
Thank you.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna go to this video real quick. Monica says it was like almost 6 p.m. Yeah, because they're like between 5:30. They didn't want to give an actual answer. Let me go to some comments real quick before I do that. Gail Thornberry says Jacqueline and Giselle got brand new.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. I know that Jacqueline was working somewhere at a point in time because I spoke with a woman that had to help her with her paperwork at a place. And she was saying because this woman ended up on her family tree. So we contacted her and she's like, no, I do not know this lady. I do not know her like that. She asked me if she could use my name. And I said yes. So she did not know her. I believe Jacqueline was only helping her because she was Spanish speaking, trying to fill out her paperwork. But how does she keep filling out the paperwork to get help for her son? And it just keeps getting thrown back. So obviously she's not, what is she doing with this person's information? And it was not only her, it was a couple of people that was saying the same thing about Jacqueline. So that was so confusing to me too. I don't know. Let's see what else we have. Let me see. Let me see what was in here. Let me get another comment up here. That's crazy though, Gail. How are they getting these things? I have not seen that yet, but how are they just out chilling? No worries, chilling. And you lost 2 babies. I don't understand that. Like
it was 60 degrees at that time at that date. I just looked it up.
Okay.
It said 60 degrees and it was 33 Fahrenheit. So that means it's real. It was cold. Why would you take those kids?
It was
out
cold
there?
at that time. It was. You seen her hair blowing? You seen it? It was she.
Mm-hmm.
You seen it, clearly seen it.
So, and they were wearing long sleeve clothing, so of course it was cold. So
why are there no recent pictures? So that can be something that can be something that the police is holding back and is not giving out. But to me, that's doing, unless they have, like they know what's going on, not giving the public updated pictures is failing the whole situation drastically.
In my opinion, with Monica's question right here, when she said we think they are suspects, but law enforcement has not said they are suspects. They're living their best life. That's all we know. In my opinion, I feel like because the FBI was involved, I feel like because when FBI gets involved in most cases, it takes them a while to do like a thorough investigation, and then there's going to be a big bust. I feel like maybe it still will be a big bust in the end, and in the end, Jacqueline and Trezell will be getting arrested. Right now, they're letting them live their best life and letting them believe that they're free, young, wild, and free. And but I just believe they're going to be arrested because they have not got their children back. So for some innocent people, they would have gave them their children back by now.
Oh, they haven't even gotten their biological children back during this whole time.
Nope. Yep.
They said that they are taken.
So they haven't been arrested, but they haven't got their kids back. So to me,
I don't believe they're gonna get those kids back.
Yeah, to me, that makes me feel like they still believe they're guilty in some type of way. And there's some type of evidence that must be pointing to their guilt. So that's why I think eventually they're gonna be arrested.
Yeah. I mean, because from people out there, am I muted? Did I mute myself? No. From people out there, they're saying like, yeah, they went and got this house. They're chilling. They go and probably check on the house here and there, but they're back in Bakersfield chilling. And you lost 2 babies. We're not talking about teenagers though. So that it does not make sense. And even if there's other charges they should have been able to bring upon them, neglect, any other charge, they can charge you with something small. And that probably would have pushed Jacqueline to say more stuff. I don't know if she would be able to just chill in jail for a couple weeks, few months, until she says something.
Right.
You know?
They didn't take they didn't take Elizabeth Smart's sister whenever she was taken. Like, that's the first time I've ever seen them take children when somebody's a victim of a crime.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah,
That's why I believe.
Hold on. Whoever this was had to either be, because he's making it seem like this is not a long process, okay? So whoever this was had to know Trezell is going to take the kids outside right now. And, you know, I'm going to be sneaking in the background, slide through the door, through the gate, and then take 2 kids. 2 kids, 1 person? No. So 2 people? We don't see any of that on the video. Do you think that the neighbor edited any of the video? I don't. Do you think so?
No, I don't think those kids was ever made it to that house. I've been saying that from day one. I don't ever believe they ever made it there. I believe that Jacqueline and Trezell researched that place because there was a lot of kids coming up in Cal City, coming up missing, and never found. Like, you get away with it, it seems like. So that was like the perfect place to buy a house and then get away with the story of the kids being missing, because whatever they already did to them prior to them moving there, it's been enough time so that if anybody went back to check where they were at, whatever they did is already, they felt like it's already washed up and no more evidence.
Right.
But that's why it's in Bakersfield, because it happened in Bakersfield. Whatever they did to them happened in Bakersfield. It did not happen in Cal City.
I don't want to make it seem like I'm ignoring you, but that is something that I cannot give out, because when I talked to them, it was a situation to where it was like, you know, it's a Hispanic person, so a translator was needed. So that's the only way I was able to speak to her. I already told her I'm not giving her information out, and I don't feel comfortable giving the information out. The police should have the information, so that to me is all that matters. I'm not trying to get myself into something bigger than it needs to be, because even if still that has nothing to do with now, I don't know if I'm explaining it properly, but we're going to go to your video really quickly over here. Let me make sure it's on it before okay, yeah, we're on it. So this is News and Shenanigans, guys. You know, I'm going to say, you know, so far, she's a real cool friend on Facebook, not Facebook, YouTube. So this is her channel right here. News and Shenanigans. Right there. All right. So let's go thumbs it up. And so everybody in this chat has to go thumbs this video up just because it's in here. In here. Not the only reason, but just go do it, please. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Love you, News. Let's see. So let's play. Let me make sure you guys can hear. All right.
Love you too, girl.
She said she was wrapping gifts and she let my 2 kids out in the backyard because she didn't want them to see the gifts. But you didn't let the other kids out. Where were the other kids? Why my 2 just go back there at night? She said it was dark. And it's cold right now, so I know it was cold then.
Yeah.
So I don't believe it.
So when did she tell you this? Where were you when she told you this?
I just came here 45 minutes when nobody was here. 45 minutes to an hour, and we knocked on the door. And it took them a minute to come, and he came out. And he want to say he's sorry and all that. I just don't feel in my heart that it's something. They're not.
Do you have a relationship with these parents?
I don't know them. I don't know them. They did something. I feel like they did something and they know something. They did something. And I feel my kids is somewhere around here. I can feel it. And I feel like they're in the house. And I feel like they did something.
There's
Okay,
something
so
in
you
there.
have just witnessed the biological mother of Orrin and Orson. The reward is $25,000. The mother released a statement, and I'm going to read that statement here for you next. So the statement reads as follows. I don't know those adoptive people. I never knew they stayed in California City until I found out my boys were missing. Hell, I didn't even know they stayed in Bakersfield. They used...
News, are you okay with me playing the whole entire thing, or?
Yeah, because you have to see the dad too.
I just want to make sure. I don't want you to be like, oh, you played my whole entire video.
Girl, no, I told you I don't care if y'all play my video.
I'm like, let me ask her first. All right, okay.
To be secretive about where they would park, so purposely after one of my visits, I watched them from the window in the lobby to see where they parked, and it was very far away, but I seen the white van. Then after that, I asked to speak with Jacqueline. I told her I wasn't a bad mother, and I told her I didn't know what was going to happen, but worst come to worst, can she please let me keep in touch with my children? But Tarzell barely wanted to even look at me. They gave me sick feelings talking to them. After the last visit, they denied gifts. I never heard or seen from them again until this happened. I have never seen them or my kids since December of 2018 when they decided to deny me and my mother to give my boys gifts. I told those workers my kids were losing weight. Why are they crying every time they get picked up? Why are the sippy cups empty? No extra juice in the cups. The diapers, no purified water, one diaper sometime, no diapers and no wipes, no haircuts. I had to start bringing snacks for my boys, and they were eating like they were very, very hungry. So that's the mother, and that was her explanation of what was going on every time she had a visit with her children. So a lot of people are asking what happened with the mother and why did she lose her children. Apparently she was at work one day and someone was babysitting her child, and she was pregnant with the other child, and he apparently got a broken femur. She took him to the hospital, and that's when they removed her child from her care. She did everything she was supposed to do except for drug counseling. She was denied drug counseling because she had a marijuana card, and because marijuana is legal in California. They told her she didn't need to take counseling. So CPS denied her to give her kids back. I did scroll on down to Facebook, and I happened to find the father of the oldest child, Sincere. I found his Facebook page. Apparently, he doesn't want to be involved. Here's the page. Here's a quick photo of him, and then I'm going to put in a quick clip of him rapping, and then we'll move on to the next subject.
So that's who you were talking about, right?
Yeah, and if you notice, he only had the picture. I said, and if you notice on his page when I showed it, he only had the picture of the oldest boy, and he actually kind of looks like the oldest boy.
Right. And
yeah.
The guy
so that other dad has to be the younger one's dad.
Right, and claims them both. And I think that's a beautiful thing that he's claiming both, and not just, I want to find my son. At the end of the day, all these kids need to be found. It doesn't matter if it's her kid, my kid, his kid, her kid. It just shouldn't be happening. Adults need to be way more responsible. So, I mean, you can't blame it on a kid. Oh, no. You should have had your eyes on those kids the whole entire time. So let's continue.
Stress that I've been putting you through. It's real weighing heavy on my back. I know you feeling it too. I got you feeling it, boo. That's on top of the shit you've been through. Sometimes I be moving, I'm stressing, and I know that ain't.
Torzell and Jacqueline West. These are the adoptive parents. They adopted the two boys and actually two other boys, and then they have two of their own biological boys. So there's not too many pictures you can find because they've deleted all their social media on Facebook. But the West, to me, when I watched their interview, There was no tears shed. I feel like there's foul play on their part. They did something to these boys, and it's going to come out sooner than later. I hope it comes out real soon. So I'm going to insert a video clip. It's a full 13 minutes of the West interview. And I want you guys to tell me what you think and what you feel. And then also there's something going around saying that Jacqueline, the mother, had a record. That's not a record. I looked it up. And it's actually a patent. She was trying to get some patents to get some businesses started. So we can kill that right now. She didn't have a record from December 8th. If you look up those codes, those are patent codes. So let's get into this video clip and we'll come back to some more commentary.
We just want to thank everyone in the community for all the support we've seen. We've felt so helpless, and seeing everybody out here really looking and helping out really means a lot.
So, tell us what happened the night the kids went missing.
From our yard.
It was cold. I was gonna make a fire. It's a lot of wood in this area right here next to our house. I opened up the back gate. I'm throwing wood, bringing it inside the house. My wife's inside. She was actually wrapping gifts, so we thought it was a good idea that our youngest two go outside and play with chalk on the back patio. Do not let them go on the dirt in the backyard. We keep them close. So I was playing with chalk.
So Naomi, pause it real quick.
Yeah. I wanted to, but I was like, let them hear it. Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go. It just irritated me. Go ahead.
Yeah, because the way he says play with chalk is like a piece of chalk.
Yeah.
So
It wasn't a dog.
yeah.
It wasn't a dog.
Because later on, how does somebody this early in an investigation, because it should be an investigation, because kids that small do not just go missing. And then maybe want to walk off, but the dog, why the dog ain't run out? Where the dog? Did they say the dog ran away as well?
He didn't mention the dog. He just said they were outside on the patio playing with chalk.
Yep.
So who put the whole dog chalk in there?
That was that guy. I don't want to say his name, but
that guy did. Okay.
Yeah, he told people, and then that's how the narrative got started, and it started going all over the internet. But like I said, I never run with what other people, So, but yeah, that was his thing.
Right. So that guy is the one who. Where would you think he would just make that up from? Like, where would that come from? That there was a dog there.
He was doing a lot of manipulating and adding extra stuff in. And that's why I had called him out. And that's why we wind up getting into it, because I called him out on his lies. And then that's the reason why he didn't like me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he was basically putting in his own.
Yeah.
But that
spinning
just causes
it his own way.
Huh?
He was basically spinning it his own way.
Right. But why would you do that in a situation like this? Now, when it comes to kids,
to be honest,
you could do whatever, but kids, I can't. No.
To be honest, I'm gonna tell you why. And people could get mad if they want to, who knows who I'm talking about or whatever, but to tell you why. He at first, now I don't know if now he cares about them, but
just real quick, hold on. And
okay,
please, guys, in mods, you guys already know. If anybody names drops, put links in there. Not even timeout. We're blocking. I'm not even gonna do it because I'm tired of people acting like they don't know what's okay and not okay. If you don't know, ask. Don't just think you're going to come in here and just start, because that's going to come back on me. And I want to be drama free. I just don't really want people. I've already had it. And it was like a situation where it was something positive said, but the certain person still got upset and was like, well, I just don't want, me to be mentioned on the channel. Okay. So that experience, I just don't want any names or links, anything, you see it, you can tell me later, just block it. Go ahead, News.
So in my opinion, I feel like in the beginning that guy was he did a lot of spinning the extra narrative because he had a lot of followers who was following him because of this case and they really cared about the boys. So for me, I felt like he knew how to play with those people's heart and those people's feelings, and they were like sending him a lot of money at this time. And so the more he tugged at their heartstrings, the more money he got. You know what I'm saying? So that's why every time he was spinning it into a narrative to benefit him financially. And I watched him do this for a long time. And then I just called him out. And that's, because at first I used to follow him. And then when I started realizing what he was doing, I was like, this is not right.
Right.
And when I spoke up on it, then the people got mad at me because they're like, you're not even boots on the ground. He's boots on the ground and you're not. So how are you attacking him when he really, we don't even have to get into all that. Exactly. Like we said, Roro and all them really are the ones who've been boots on the ground for day one. And they're not getting the recognition that they really need because they act like he was the starter and the kingpin of it all, and he really was not.
I mean, why would he even want to be considered that? You're not even related. Roro has...
Because you know what? It was all...
to have that.
Let me tell you this. It was all about money for him. I watched him come on the scene with 5,000 subscribers. In 1 week, he went up to 25,000 subscribers. So it was all about money for him. He even bragged to certain people about him making all this such money, because of this case and all this. And that's why he was bringing these different people on, telling them, to talk about the case. But he didn't want other people talking about the case because it was all about money. Making money on YouTube for him.
Right.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I see certain things with certain YouTubers. I'm not going to say names or anything like that, but to where I'm just like, what is your motive here? Because people are telling me, oh, you're using, this for clout, this for clout. I don't use anything for clout. I'm not even monetized. And I'm not the type of person that's trying to make myself look bigger or anything like that. I'm not doing it for that. I wasn't doing it before for that. I was doing it before I even had a YouTube page.
And you know what? When I did this video here, if you scroll down my timeline, I wasn't monetized at this time either. And this video got like 11K views. I wasn't even monetized. And they accused me of trying to get clout, trying to get money. I wasn't getting money from nobody. I wasn't monetized. I was doing the bumper stickers and all that. The same thing I did now, without no money at all. He was selling stuff. I'm giving stuff out for free.
You're selling stuff. You're selling stuff with these kids' name.
Exactly.
And what are you putting in?
Nothing. Never donated to a banner. Never put in money for the reward. Nothing. But continue to get money from these people, claiming he was boots on the ground searching for these kids. But, they have to see for themselves.
I would say my opinion, but I like to leave it to everybody else to make their own opinion. So I'm just not even going to speak on it because it's just going to upset me. It's just going to upset. Let's continue.
And I just want to address Monica because she said that somebody else brought him in. Yeah, I know exactly who brought him in. I just don't want to mention all that on Naomi's channel. But I know who actually brought him in because I was following that guy first. I was following this case from the very beginning before he even came in. I was following the case from the very beginning. So I know exactly how he got brought in and how it all got started. I don't know. I don't know. She said he put money in. He put money in for the people that were making stuff. Okay. And another thing, the people that made stuff, he did not put money in. His people donated money. His people donated money for the supplies and stuff. He's never put his own money at all. I'm sorry, Monica. It's just the truth. He's never put his own money at all.
And
But
I
it don't even
know.
matter. I put my money in
That's
and
what I was
made
gonna
bumper
say.
stickers and all that. And to this day, I have bumper stickers right now with the current $125,000 reward on it. And I still give it to people for free. All you have to do is email me with your address and stuff if you want bumper stickers, and I send them to you. I've never sold a bumper sticker in my life.
And her
And I
email
put
will
my
be
own
in the
money.
description. Hold on. Her email will be in the description if you guys need to get bumper stickers, whatever the case may be. Her email will be in the description box. Go ahead. Go ahead, News.
Yeah, and even if I attempted to be like, but I did tell people, I said, if you would like to donate, on your own will, you can. Nobody wanted to donate because, like they said, oh, I'm cloud chasing and all this stuff. But I'm telling you, they was throwing this man money, and he was bragging on the vaccines. I know people who know him and who he was bragging to them, telling them, oh, come on in, talk about this. I made $15,000 in 1 month. Oh yeah, they're gonna donate. They're gonna do this. If you guys don't realize that he was using y'all, that's all on you. And see that's the reason why I got attacked, because I tried to tell people, and it's like people are brainwashed. And I'm not even gonna be like, you do what you want to do. You think he's the best if you want, but like I said, a lot of people seen what I was talking about, but they had to see it for themselves.
I just don't like anyone taking advantage of a child in any way, shape, form, nothing. I don't care what it is. Yeah, you're shedding a lot, shedding a light over the situation, but at the same time, it shouldn't be for monetary purposes. I don't get 1 penny for doing anything that I do. I do it because it's something that's, close to my heart. And people that follow me, I'm sure you've seen that. I just got into the case with Major. Didn't even get a full deep dive. Next day, I found out he's passed. I'm crying. Can't even do my live correctly because I'm crying for a child I don't even know. It's just heartbreaking to see all these things that go on. Oh, whatever. Are you still talking?
Oh no, I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna unfinish playing the video.
One house, came back out, I didn't see him now. I immediately went back in, asked my wife, did you see the boys? She said, no, they should be outside playing with chalk. I said, well, I didn't see them, so I came back outside and I started searching my backyard. I searched the whole thing. I realized that I left the gate open and I panicked, came inside the house, searched the house, me and my wife. Once that hadn't pan out, I got in the van. I looked down the street, both directions. It was getting dark, getting cold, and I got in the van and I hit a bunch of corners. I went down this street. I turned my light on. I searched. I called their names. Talked to a gentleman on the street on the other side over there. He didn't see me. So then I came home and I told my wife, we need to call the cops. It's getting dark and I need help. We gotta get going. So I called the cops. Cops came. First thing they did was tell us to stay in the house so they can get a hold of us. And they had us just sitting there, and we wanted to keep searching. But everybody came out in droves, and I wanted to thank you guys that night, but we couldn't go outside.
The cops told us the best are out here.
The best are out here searching. And we appreciate it, and nobody ever could tell, we could never talk to anybody. And that was the issue.
We just want to thank everybody.
Really want to thank you guys.
Please, if anybody has seen them, please call, let somebody know.
Call the cops. Call California the City Police Department. Call them and let them know what you've seen, if you see anything. Our boys, they are going to be rambunctious, okay? They are going to be here in this area. And I really would like to go in the houses, but it's not because I want to invade people's privacy. I just want to know if make sure. That's it. because I don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry. If you got any questions.
Oh no, you're good.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, this is the first time we're hearing from you guys, and I can't imagine what you guys are going through. I can't even fathom it. For you guys, for people who are thinking that there's some kind of foul play involved. We just spoke to the biological mother. She says she had a conversation with you guys, and that she thinks there's some kind of foul play involved. That she thinks you guys did something.
And that's understandable.
What's your response to that?
That's understandable. I would think the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly the point. And if we can find our babies, then guess what? That's no. And that's all I want is to find our babies. That's it. And I talked to her this morning, and I really wanted to tell her that I am completely sorry because we were entrusted with her children, and they came to us, and they became our children. And we named them, and they are our children, and so we want them back. So please, if y'all could get back on what you guys are doing, we should be able to get a hold of somebody, but they took all of our tech, so they wanted to, I guess, just rule us out, which makes sense. That's part of the investigation. So that's pretty much it.
Have you guys, you talked to the police all last night?
Yes.
So you guys willfully gave them your
everything?
technology,
yes.
The car?
Yes.
Did they get how did they get a search warrant? Did you guys?
I don't see why they got one, but they got one.
Yeah,
we would
they
have let
didn't
them take
need one,
anything.
but
We would have told them to take everything. We let them come in and search with us. We asked them to come do that.
What did they take?
Just tech. And that's it. Like our phones.
From the house today.
Should have been out there the first day. All right, now.
I guess, should I answer that? Or?
Answer it does, yeah.
Okay. So, okay, I guess, I don't even know.
I see. Yeah, we seriously felt like we needed to be out here. We did. Again, we were told the best are out here looking already, just to stay put. They have more questions. There was literally a cop with us the whole time in there.
He had sitting down. We would ask him to go help. They had to sit down.
Said nope.
He said, no, we got the best out there.
So
we
it's not.
Here in case we have more.
I don't want you guys thinking we didn't try. We actually looked before we called police.
Yes.
And I imagine the mind-boggling part is the search for information. What happened? Where are you?
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera.
And
and just so we are able to present the information correctly, at what time did you guys notice your kids went missing? And at what time were they reported missing to the police?
It's about, I think it was about 4:30, going on 5. It was getting dark, like I said.
5-ish.
5-ish. That's about it. That's when everything played out.
And then when did you guys call the police to report them missing?
After we searched
a
little bit around here, it was dark, so we definitely got worried.
Would you say it was maybe within an hour, a couple hours?
No, it was within minutes of us getting finished with our shit. Within minutes.
What do you guys want people at home to understand about this situation? For them, even speaking about what you guys are feeling is difficult. What do you want them at home to understand about this whole situation?
We're going through it. It's difficult. I mean, everybody's making their own their own conclusions. They don't know anything. We're not sure everything. We're not sure. We said what we knew, and if anybody has seen them or anything, please call. the police department.
Would you be willing to provide pictures, or do you have any?
I have older pictures. All my newest were on my phone.
Okay.
A lot of people are speaking of this as, after the math, past tense. I want to talk about your kids in present tense. What kind of boys are these? Tell us about the boys.
Very playful, very rambunctious, and they do love to wrestle. They do love to kind of get rough with each other. They're kids. Of course, they would love to go out, but so during the pandemic, we wasn't trying to go, out here, and so we stayed inside.
Did you guys ever go out and search?
Yes, we did. We searched before we called the cops. That's what we said.
What time did they come up missing?
They came missing right before it got dark. And then we called. I searched that property. I even drove around this neighborhood right here. I even talked to a gentleman on that side, on those streets over there. I said, "Did you see some little black kids?" And that way looking for them. That's the way I was gonna come. But when I came back home, I decided to call the cops because it was dark. They couldn't have got away that fast.
And why did it take two people to go in the house and leave two kids out here by themselves? It should have been one parent going in and one parent right here watching the child, not two parents going in the house and leaving two little kids out here by themselves for 10 minutes.
No, they were in the backyard. And the back gate was open.
Out the backyard?
And the back gate was open, and I was getting wood from this lot here.
So you guys being unresponsible and left the gate open, left some little kids outside with the gate open.
All right. Sorry, you guys were talking about your boys who you're, I understand. For a mother, a mother's intuition, I know you were saying, and we'll get your names after this, but you were saying how you feel like they're in this area. Do you feel the same way? And what is the intuition? What is the sense you get? What do you think happened to your boys? Do you think someone took them? Do you think they're lost? Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely know they're not walking around. They're not that kind. They do not just roam around.
All of it.
What happened? Is they gonna be gone?
These patches, I think definitely would have been picked up or something.
That's my assumption.
Have they ever taken off of the yard before?
No.
They've
never taken off?
No.
Basically, you guys are new to Cal City, right?
Yep.
How long have you guys been living here?
3 months.
Never even came up. Do you have any more copies?
It's crazy because y'all say y'all came out looking for the kids, and y'all got neighbors that say y'all ain't even came out looking for no kids.
The neighbors went out here.
We were looking.
I'm just saying, bro, this is crazy, bro. I got kids of my own.
Where do you live?
Them little boys that y'all raised, them is my biological.
I understand, bro.
I don't leave kids outside.
And I understand.
I have 9 kids. I have 9 kids.
There's
There's
outside
no
the backyard
way I'm gonna leave my kids unattended. Not even for a minute.
Like, you sit here.
We get that. We get it.
They're in the backyard.
We feel it.
You don't even look like you worried,
But
bro.
you said the gate. Why would okay, y'all know y'all finna go inside the house, right?
Yeah.
Y'all are foster parents, right?
No,
okay,
we're
but y'all
adopted
adopted them,
Yeah,
right? Okay,
children.
shut the gate. Go in the house. Why did it take both of y'all to go in the house and leave them outside by themselves?
I understand.
And y'all know the gate was
Why
open.
haven't y'all been out with the people around this neighborhood looking for kids?
We already told you on camera.
I didn't see y'all on no cameras last night. I didn't even see y'all out here praying with them people. Them people was out to take care of my nephew. Not supposed to happen.
I understand.
Y'all was supposed to take care of my nephew.
I understand.
If anybody's watching at home who knows anything, or if somebody who has these kids, if they're watching, what is your message to them?
The message has always been as soon as possible, call the California City Police Department, and please bring our babies home. And that's that.
That's one of the reasons why we actually didn't want to do
this. This is the reason why. Because we were under orders to stay in the house and stay.
Pause that. Where's Naomi?
We cannot go outside.
You see that? You see her little sassy ass attitude?
Yes.
this is one of the reasons we didn't want to do this, the bIO family. How you gonna have an attitude with the bIO family and you just lost their damn children? Even though they lost their children to the foster system, still, if my
Yeah.
kid is in the foster system and whew, let me just, yeah, she has the nerve to have that type of attitude, though. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like she did something and he's helping her cover it up.
Yeah.
That's the feel I get from this combo right here.
Exactly. I don't know what's going on with these two. They need to figure this out. It's too long. It's been over 10 months now. 10 months and 2 days? Nope, 10 months and 4 days.
Yeah. I don't either, Tracy. I don't understand. I don't wait, let me see. Hold on. Yeah, Tracy, I don't understand why they haven't been arrested either.
I don't either.
But like I said, sometimes when the feds are involved, because I know on the news and stuff they kept saying the feds were involved. So sometimes when the feds are involved, they watch you for a long time until they really get all their evidence, and then bam, they arrest everybody who they need to arrest. So it might be something big like that that's gonna come down. You know what I'm saying? They might be on to something. We just can't, we just can't give up. We just can't give up. So just like you said, you got your bumper stickers in Arizona, pass them things out. You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, anybody can email me. I don't care where you live. I will send you a bumper sticker. I mean, we just need to keep the awareness spreading, because I feel like that's a great way to spread, because it's going to be on people's cars and it's everywhere in different states. It's a way to be shown in all the different states.
Hey, Ja. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi. Sorry.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, Ja.
Hi, hello. Hello, News. I just wanted to apologize for last night, ladies. I hate to interrupt, but I had got injections in my back yesterday because I have spinal stenosis and I have sciatica and also have fibromyalgia. So I'm dealing with chronic pain. And yes, and degenerative disc syndrome. So yesterday I was totally out of it. It's like I said yes, and next thing I know, I was asleep because they had to give me medication to make me sleep. So yeah, it and plus, Naomi, that it's raining, and you too,
It
News,
just
it's
started raining out
raining.
here crazy.
Yes, and so I went and got my second injection today, this evening. I just got home and I was listening to you guys, and I'm just like in so much pain, but I'm just so angry um, that about classic and sincere, and I've been in the bushes this whole time, but I just had to just say that when they made the comment outside, it was cold. My first thought was, well, if you knew it was cold, why are you sending the kids out in the cold?
Exactly. Why the hell you going to get firewood and it's so
In the
cold out there,
cold.
but you don't put the kids out?
Where is he getting the firewood from? Did you guys see any trees like that to get firewood?
Well, like somebody else has said in the comments, he was getting twigs. That's exactly what he was
What
getting.
was he gonna put it in the fireplace? Because he could have just went to the grocery store. You know how they have those logs? That he could have just got like 4 or 5 of them and did that. Babe, I'm gonna run to the store real quick to get some logs for the fireplace.
That was too much like right.
It just
Exactly.
stinks. It just makes sense. And other things that we've looked up in the background, his narrative does not fit that. Now the way that he kind of moves and kind of not want to be seen and stuff like that fits it. But I can't with these people.
Yeah, I agree with you, Monica. The whole family is fostering kids for a living.
Yeah.
Her mother and her. Yeah, I think the whole family. I think is, and even on his side too. Yeah, everybody. I think that's what they do.
Yes, we were just watching something about with the little boy. Dang, what is my? You knew. Wait, no, yeah, you knew. What was or Jeanette? What was the name of the little boy that was holding up the free hug sign? Because it just went blank out of my head. That family was adopting these children to fund her and her wife's, journey to get in vitro. So you're getting, what was it, 400 and something for each child monthly, plus whatever you're already getting to fund you trying to make a baby with this other woman. And you guys know I don't have any problems with that community at all. So why are these kids now your income to fund your guys' dream? Then what happens at the end? They commit suicide with the kids in the car.
Someone in the comments said the Hart family, what you're talking
Boom.
about.
There we go. Where's it at? Yes, Tracy. Right on the money. Yes. The Hart family. What's the name of the little boy they still can't find? They found all the body parts and the
What?
in the water.
I never even heard of this. Wow.
They adopted 2 sets of 3 separate family children. 2. And they had an older African American girl, but they, sent her off. Oh, you can do good. Wait, where did they send her to? And then they just didn't come back to pick her up. They left her there. Never came to pick her up. They were done with her. Then they adopt these 6. What is going on with CPS to the point where you can let 2 people, not with that much income at all once, adopt 6 children? I don't understand that. I really don't understand how the process works. That's why I'm taking the class I am, because I
know how the process works because I have adopted.
Okay. So how is that possible that these 2 people, they are married females, can just adopt? They just adopt one, got rid of her. Then you go and adopt 6 at a time? Where do they do that at? I don't get it.
It's crazy because what state are they in? They must not be in California, because I know in California you have to have your own income. I know that for a fact because I went through that.
Where do we hear they were from?
Because different states, they have different rules and stuff. So maybe in different states they don't have to, but I know in California you have to have your own income to adopt children. So when Trezell
Jeanette was saying her parents paid for her to adopt her. So
yeah,
how are they getting paid?
Oh, she said California. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy because
it wasn't in Sacramento. Where was it?
What? Sacramento? You know what? I had to fight hard to adopt the kids that I adopted. I had to fight hard, and they was relatives to top it off. So it's a little bit different too when it's relatives. But yeah, I had to have my own income. I had to have all these psychological evaluations. Like, they did me dirty. So
I don't understand why they fight so hard for the children not to stay within the family, because even when the mom of those kids, first they were with their aunt, then she got more offers on jobs and things like that, and so she's like, I'm gonna have to
have to look this up now, Tracy, especially if it's in Sacramento. That's crazy.
Listen, so they, instead of keeping them within the family just because they caught the mom around them, they took those kids and put them in their care. I don't understand it.
I can't say it, but it's Tracy put it in there. Mendocino County. Mendocino County.
Yeah, this was 2018.
Oh, okay. Mendocino is not Sacramento. But I'm
Where is it?
I'm gonna still look it up. I don't know. That's why I'm gonna look it up. Yeah.
There we
It's
go.
off Highway 1.
It's actually
Highway 1.
actually in Northern California.
Yeah.
Right near
Oh,
Chino.
isn't it close to the because I remember them saying that they drove from Oregon down the California coast.
Yes, it's in Northern California.
Okay. Yeah, it says 200 miles north of San Francisco.
Okay.
I'm gonna really look into this story because I never even heard of this story before.
Yes, that's what I was saying that this, kind of reminded me of in another one of the videos. That's why I'm saying this case reminds me of that. Even though it was only 2 boys, that's still 2 lives. They killed all of their kids. The only one they can't find is Devontae. And they drove them off a cliff. And they even looked at the black box. And it said they didn't even try to hit the brakes. It was deliberate. They did that. And drove these kids. How helpless can you be? You're in a car, somebody else has the wheel, and they're driving you off a cliff. And you know that you're going to die. And they were looking up how fast.
Thank you, Tracy. I'm going to look that up.
How long does it take to die if you drown? What's the, most easiest way to die? All that. They're looking this up prior to doing.
Some of them, wow.
Let's not forget that they gave the children
okay, thank you.
cough medicine.
No. It says it in there that they even looked up Benadryl. It's Benadryl.
Yes, Benadryl. They gave
Benadryl
them to make them sleep. Yes.
So they were asking how much does it take?
Wow.
That case
this is crazy.
I can't. It's just
see.
Why?
See, that's why I get passionate too when it comes to these children, because like I hate people that abuse kids, mistreat kids, and I think that's why the boy's story had touched me so deep too, and I was getting deep into it. But like I said, they tried to attack me and run me off. But, but yeah,
that didn't happen. Hello.
Listen,
Scorpios don't fear easily.
That's right.
Listen, no, for real. So first of all, one of the girls jumped out of the 2-story house that they were in to run to the next door neighbors to say, what was going on in the house. And they found her, came and got her, took her back. They made all the kids go over there and apologize. Oh no, everything is all good. But these kids were getting beat the whole time.
Oh, wait a minute. I seen a story like that. And they were like, were they tying them to beds and stuff like that in the house?
Not the Turpins. Not the Turpin.
Oh, so this is a whole different one doing the same type of thing?
The Turpins, those were their own kids. This was 2 Caucasian women that adopted these African-American / African-American mixed children, and they were telling them, she's racist, they're racist, they don't like us. So they would make it seem like, oh yeah, when they were out, but at home they were torturing these babies, torturing them. You just look it up. You're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be pissed.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds
now.
You're gonna be pissed.
Yeah, bringing it up now even just angers me, because it's like when I first heard of it, I was like, what? All 6?
All 6.
What was in her mind?
The main one they were using to keep everything going, like, oh, look, him, or he's the special one, the one that went up at that concert, and the way he hugged that guy was like, I have not been hugged in centuries.
Exactly. I saw that. That was hurting. Yeah.
And how long he held on to that man.
He sure did. Like, take me with you. He was holding him tight.
Yes. My mom's like, sometimes you just get too invested. And I'm like, no, you don't get it. Like, I don't know. Let's finish News's video real quick. Oop, I was going to remove it. Nope. It's up there. Good. You guys can see it?
Yes.
Cool.
And that was the issue. And that was the issue. We were under orders by the cops to stay home in the house and let the professionals look.
But you just said that they were your children. If they were your children, regardless of what somebody told you, wouldn't you want to go look for them?
Well, we have cops actually posted in the front door
but you
right
know
there.
how cold it is tonight? Would you
We
totally understand. If you guys actually have that question, you should ask the police officer the situation. But do you see how it seems that the kids was left unattended? You guys went in the house and then the kids disappeared. How did they disappear?
Exactly, and that's the word we try to figure out.
No, it doesn't make sense. How did they disappear? How did they go out? You guys had the house supervised already. And my question is, why were they the only two children out? Where were the rest of the kids?
The rest of the kids went with grandma.
What?
They left. They went on vacation.
So they didn't?
No.
The rest of the kids left. They went on vacation.
Yes, you didn't know that. Yeah, in the beginning they said they went on vacation with the grandmother and that those two were too small to go, so they were watching them.
No, that's what you're gonna tell this family and want them to accept it. You lost their kids. You can't just say that and think that's okay. And yeah, I am gonna comment about what you were saying about her. I clicked myself off because how she responds, and this is why we didn't want to tell you. Like, what you mean you didn't want to tell me? How could you not tell me? They're my kids. They're our family. You have to.
Exactly. How she was waving her little hands like a sassy little.
I'm just saying, if it was part of my family member, she would have got snatched up on the news.
Super. So
She would have got beat down right then and there.
Right then and there, because you're not going to dictate to me and hold your hand out to me like, y'all ain't going to tell me what to do. Girl, please. We would have beat the brakes off of you. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry, girl. Every time I hear her, I just be like, every time I hear her, I just be like, I get out of character because I just want to grab her by her hair and just choke her with her own hair and just throw her on the ground and just, just stomp her. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, girl. I'm so, forgive me, everybody in the audience. I'm so sorry. But that woman right there, just looking at her and the way she looking, I want to take him and beat her with him.
Right.
Okay.
Why are you condoning that right now?
Yes. I want to take him. I want to take his little skinny behind and beat her with him. Okay. That's what I want to do. And then tell me where the children are.
Right.
I was just girl, I'm putting myself
You know what?
I'm gonna put myself on pause.
What else kills me is she keeps saying we were searching, we were looking. We wasn't doing anything because
we wasn't doing shit because we didn't see her on the video at all out there doing shit.
Only when she kind of walked to the curb and came back. We collectively did not do anything because we was in the house wrapping presents. And then when you see, I don't know if it was like just planted out there because they don't say, the two presents that were out there. One said Oren. The other one said Orson. It wasn't wrapping paper, though. It was a bag. So what were you wrapping?
Thank you.
What you wrapping?
That's why I feel like the feds is just collecting evidence. Yes. And I feel like they're going to get arrested. I mean, it's taking a long time, too long for us. But I feel like the Fed, because the Fed takes a while. They watch you for a while. They let you live your best life. Because whatever they're doing, they're still doing something. Because just like the person in the comments said, they got brand new cars and all this stuff. So they're doing something.
Right.
And they're getting paid some type of way.
They don't even see it. They're getting so comfortable.
Because they think they got away with it. And so that's how the feds let you do. They let you live your life for a while. You think it's all good, and then bam, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It needs to happen. I don't even understand how in Bakersfield they could just be walking around.
I don't get it. I really don't. I just had to unmute myself just to say, I don't get how they could just be walking around without getting beat down every single day. I don't get it.
Oh my God.
I don't get it.
I don't even know how I would react. I do
You know,
not
I'm just saying. I'll be like, is that her? Oh, that's hers. Bam, bam, bam. I'm just saying, you know,
Right.
you
Right.
know, and every
You
single
know,
time you turn around, I'm tagging you.
You
you know
better
what's
stay
funny
in the
though,
house because
the
every
star.
time
They,
they see you, it's
What you
going
say?
down.
It's every
well,
time.
you know what's
Every
funny?
single time.
What you
They didn't
say,
go back to
News?
that house. They didn't go back to
No,
that
they
house.
got another
They
house
sat up
in
there and bought that house
Bakersfield.
and let it marinate. They probably trying to sell it or something. I don't know what they're trying to do, but they sure ain't going back to that house because in my opinion, I believe that they didn't think it was going to get this big because
No,
nobody
they
knew them
didn't.
there.
They thought it was going to be
They
a
didn't think anybody was going to care about two little boys that they didn't know.
but there's
But
so
it touched
many of us
everybody's
out there
heart
that
and
do
turned
care.
way bigger than they ever imagined.
Too big. So
Mm-hmm.
big. I mean, this is not even just in the United States. This is nationwide at this point. So for them to just be living their best life and I'm in the sex store and I'm the no.
I mean, I wouldn't have even been mad at the mama just to walk over there and just start punching her in her eye. I wouldn't even been mad.
Ryan,
I mean, I
My
wouldn't even
thing
be
is,
mad.
just take off.
my thing is,
no.
if the kids genuinely came up missing, why didn't you go over there and hug and comfort that mother? Why didn't you go over there and hug and comfort her and say, "I'm so sorry"?
No,
Like,
he said he was sorry, but I don't care what anyone says. That's not going to fix this situation.
it ain't gonna fix the situation,
Exactly.
but if she didn't do anything, that's the type of reaction you do. She would have went over there and she would have hugged her so tight and cried and hurt with that mother.
But instead, she's going like this.
Exactly.
This is why we did it. Like
Oh,
you
girl.
can't have that type of, energy towards me.
I know it's making me
You
mad too
lost
right
my
now. Just talking
kids.
about it.
Girl, you know what? I'm just saying. Just because she even threw her hand up. I know. I'm trying to digress, but y'all played the video. And
Blame it on News. Don't blame it on me.
Okay, well, News, the video. Okay, you know how we all felt about that. I'm surprised the cousin that had on the white hat didn't walk over there and just start slamming.
Yeah, I don't know how she keeps her cool.
I don't see how.
I don't know, but no, she's very level-headed though.
Yes, but
she's very level-headed, so I can't see how she can.
I know my crazy family. I know because there's no police there, and just because it's a little news, because she definitely would have got beat down. Because all it was
that's my family.
Cameras. There was no police.
Exactly, that's my family. They would have been like, nope, and drug her up and down the street.
All those microphones down there gone. No, she just would have fully got slid when she did that. He's quiet. So this though, and you're doing it towards it. That's why we didn't want to tell you. You have an obligation to even say something to them. Those are yes, they adopted them. But
Naomi.
Yeah.
It's crazy because he was saying that's why we didn't want to do it because the police told us to stand. He was saying the police told us to stand out. At the same time, she was saying because of the bIO family, we didn't want to come out here because of. They saying two different things with her little sassy ass girl. That's why I said she did something and he helped her cover that shit up.
Yes.
She got a temper on her.
She does.
She got a temper on her.
Yeah, she got a temper, but she got one to match.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying because girl, if I, because you know how far we live from there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Pain and all. Pain and all. Yes. Pain and all. My adrenaline would have been rolling so high. Girl, I would have just went blank. And then next thing I know, y'all gonna be like, let's go.
No,
the police coming. I'll be like, no, she deserved it.
Right there with you.
Okay. I'll be like,
let's go.
Okay, we ride or die. Looky here.
Right,
you looking for these boys. What are you doing? Yes, because I'm like, how dare you? Just the attitude, just the tenacity,
the
just
nerve. The audacity.
Exactly. To like, you're bothering me, you peasant.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have to.
He was looking
I'm
like,
just
you got
saying.
the nerve to have an attitude with me. Bitch, are you serious?
Look at his face and look at her. Look at how. Look. Oh, you can see it. You see this vein
You
right
can
here?
see the wrinkles of her anger. Yeah.
She's
Exactly.
thinking that they care about their family. She's mad they care about her family. Their family.
For
He
real.
looking,
For
and
real.
he looking
And
for real.
he
Look,
looked a
he
little
looking
bit
concerned.
more. He looked a little bit more like he really feels
He's
some type of
cowarding.
feelings, like he's
No, yeah,
sorry or
he's
whatever.
cowarding
But it's
down.
too late. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Cowarding. This little coward. Oh,
And that look he has on his face is like he ain't sure that the family about to step to him while his wife is over there talking
he
smack.
low-key gonna be like, babe, chill, babe, chill.
Okay.
He can't move his hands.
Exactly. He looking
He can't
like,
move
look.
his hands from here.
Exactly. There's only 2 of us, and there's like 14 of them. We ain't gonna make
Do
it.
you see how she keep going like this?
He got her one of them beta males because if that would have been after, he would have been like, shut your motherfucking mouth right goddamn now.
Exactly. Boom. There you have it.
Hey, y'all. Hey, look, we got 1 minute left. Let's finish that out and let's come back to convo. Open up the panel. Anybody, I don't think people understand. Literally on my channel, any and everybody, whatever opinion you choose, you're not judged on this channel. You can come on the platform as long as you're respectful. Other than that, just pop up. Don't be scared. All right. So right after this, I'm going to drop the link. It doesn't matter who you are. You don't have to be a content creator, nothing. Pop up.
No, because they're too young. We watched them, and it turns out that they're happy.
Just really quickly before we forget, first and last names, spelling of both for both of you guys.
So, excuse, said it again.
Just first and last name.
Spelling of who or what?
Or just your first and last name.
Our name. Trezell Wells is Trezell.
I don't know why it's like echoing and stuff now.
JACQUELINE.
I'm sorry, one more time.
JACQUELINE.
West?
Yes.
How should we put an A in Jacqueline? Go ahead. Didn't you put an A in Jacqueline? Didn't you put an A?
She couldn't even. I can't with Jacqueline. I can't with Jacqueline. Let's just finish because we
Sorry about that.
She probably want to feel bad.
So yeah, you guys, this is shenanigans right there. Boom. This is her page. Go ahead and follow her. She's on the panel, and I'm sure you'll get to hear from her right now.
Yes, you guys don't have to be afraid of me. I know I seem a little aggressive, but I just stand by my feelings.
Say that you're not aggressive.
But I'm a good person, people. Don't worry, I'm a good person.
You're not even.
Yes,
I don't know why you say it all the time. She's not aggressive.
She is.
She's not
But you know, when people first come in and they hear me talking and all, they're like, "Oh my God, that's a bitch over there." You know, they gotta grow on. I gotta grow on them.
But I didn't feel that way when I first saw you. I was like, yes.
I didn't either.
That's because we here. We two Scorpio. You feel me? That's why.
Right.
I didn't feel that way about you either.
You didn't. You knew didn't either. So you know, some people who can feel. People know, but then there's other people that's just like, oh, now. Because there's a few people who came to my channel and was like, oh my God, they came to my channel and were like, I thought you were a bitch, but I watch you and I like you now. So some people I got to grow on.
Hey, Screets, you in the building. I hope you got to see that because you know we're going to talk about it later. Keep shining. Right now, I'm like kind of sketchy on the.
Thank you, Miranda.
I'm putting up because. Okay, look at this comment though. The West did not have to. Tell me about that, news.
The West did not have verifiable income, and they were able to adopt 4 children. You know what? Keep shining. In the beginning, when we were all researching, we did find out Trezell did have a job, and Jacqueline actually, they did find some income on them. So probably when they were first trying to adopt, and even if they had welfare for the two children that they were getting, like if they were getting welfare or social security for their two biological children, that's income. So they really don't specify what kind of income you got to have. You just got to be having income to take care of your own personal household, that you already got before the kids come. And so we don't know if they would be prior were on Section 8 or anything like that. They could be on Section 8 and all that.
But
You know what I'm saying?
Jacqueline was working. That's what I'm saying. She was
Yeah.
working because she was helping this woman out with her paperwork because this is what.
And they had found a job on Trezell too. Trezell was working too. He had his little side business where he was making beats, and he also had
making beats.
Yeah, and he also had some other type of stuff going on. So they did have income before they adopted. So that's why they was able to adopt and then continue to adopt.
Right. So it was the lady that we spoke to. She was working, but it's like you're getting all this information. How? She was doing like, I don't even know how to say it without putting too much out there. Let me think about it. Go ahead. Let me think about how I'm going to say it. Go ahead.
I already said
my whole train of thought. I'm like, wait. I'm trying to think of how to say it though. Before, you know what I'm saying? She did have work, and I don't know this. I don't know if she was using that a way to get children's information that was disabled, because the little boy that the paperwork kept going back on, it was going back like for multiple times. And she's like, I just don't understand how they're telling me to go to her to properly fill out my paperwork to get help for my son. And it was a disabled boy. And they were saying that, the kids could have probably had some problems. I never seen that Orrin or Orson had any type of difficulties, but it's been said that that's the reason why she was like looking into cases like that, because she was doing something to where they were sending her money for the services, allegedly. So I don't know what was really going on with her at that job. And someone over there across the street said exactly the place that Jacqueline was working at. So I ain't going to put that out there because I said I wouldn't say anything. But if you go back across the street, somebody said exactly the place where that lady is from. But she was very scared in the beginning to even talk. So to calm her down, that's why we had.
You knew looked totally lost on this case because she's just.
She doesn't know. She does not know. So that's when we had someone else translate to her, like, no, you're not in trouble. We're not the police. We're not anything like that. We're trying to understand how Jacqueline got on how you got on Jacqueline's tree. So once that was explained to her, because she was like, am I in trouble? Am I in trouble? She told us, no, I don't know her at all. I only know her on the phone. So she's never even met her. And she says, she asked me for, if she could use my information. And she said, yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
What kind of work does Jacqueline do again?
I don't know what kind of work she was. I don't know what kind of work she's in. I know what she was doing at the time.
Okay,
I don't know
what was she doing? What was she doing? Does it have anything to do with government? Anything to do with government? Anything?
Well, yeah, you're trying to get assistance for your child.
No. I'm saying as far as the work that she does that have anything to do with like maybe
I don't know, her job description, but I know she's getting personal information from people and obviously using it the wrong way. If this woman is saying, I am not related to her at all. I don't know her at all. From Adam or Eve, she kept saying, I've only talked to her on the phone. I've only talked to her on the phone. That's what she kept saying.
Okay, so does she know anybody that's in the welfare or not welfare? I'm sorry, in a system for adoption, like people that would be able to get her in easier, without going through the whole process.
I don't know.
The process takes some time.
I don't know if she was using Trezell or Trezell's mom to get information. I don't know where the information was coming from. And if I can't tell you 100%, I'm not even going to tell you because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because something tells me she had some kind of insight.
Yeah, no. Definitely. That whole little group, the family, her mom has children that are hers. They started doing it. It goes all around in the circle. Her mom lived in the same complex as them. Everybody said they were acting weird. He wouldn't even park in his parking spot. He would park, around the corner by, to where you can't see him. They wouldn't talk to anybody. But the other kids that they had adopted before the boys, they ended up sending them back. They're talking to the neighbors. They would come over there and try to talk to them and tell them what they were going through. And they sent them back. And then they got Orrin and Orson. Classic and Sincere is their biological names. And then why would you do that?
Yeah.
What is your
why did they
motive
change
for-
their name? For what reason? There's nothing wrong with their names. Like, what? Didn't they want them to find them?
I don't know. I can't answer that, but it's
because it sounds like they have some inside work that's being done. Because, like, I'm pretty sure news, didn't it take a good while for you to be able to adopt?
Yeah, they got to live in your home for a while first. Because they got to give the parents time to, do their reunification and all that type of stuff.
Right.
And then if they end up, not doing it, then it goes into the adoption process. Now that's only
length of time is that 6 months to a year.
in the chat.
That's only when they're 5 and under. Now, when they're over 5 years old, they really don't. It takes a while. I mean, when they're over 5 years old, they really don't push adoption as bad as they do when they're under 5.
Oh yeah, that age is the best. I say 4 and under because I see mostly 4 and under. Rarely do I see
but the actual paperwork is 5 and under. Like on the website and all that, it's 5 and under. That's who they try to push for adoption. It's 5 and under.
So you're saying when they're older, they don't push it, but when they're younger, they push them to go into a foster care or into adoption, right?
Well, when they're younger, when they're under 5, they make sure they find a home who, like, they'll ask you, are you willing to adopt if need be, when they're under 5. Now, when they're over 5, they don't care. You could foster them for years. Like, you could foster them for all the way until they turn 18 and never actually adopt them. You can just keep them in foster care.
Is that
under your care.
because they're not mentally able? I mean, not mentally able, but like they're.
Well, no, I kind of think CPS probably gets more money for the adoption of the younger kids or something because it's something because they pushing it. But
I'm just trying to figure out why. First of all, why were they adopted out? Because they have parents, correct?
Well, yeah, you didn't watch the.
No, I'm saying
video?
why. Is there like a reason? Because like I know the mom. No, I'm just trying to say. No, I'm trying to say is. Okay, the mom had issues. I'm pretty sure because they weren't going to just take her children from her if she didn't have issues.
Okay, let me just explain because she just showed you the video with the mom and I read the whole thing. So basically, what happened was the baby got hurt while the mom was out.
Can I play that part again so you don't got to?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just pop it up. Let me write something real quick.
I already told y'all I didn't follow this at all.
I know, but you know what? You still donated even though you didn't know.
Exactly, but because I felt for the kids,
as we all do. I don't know why I get like that. I don't know.
Oh, and by the way, Just Star, you don't have anything to apologize for, sweetie.
No.
You can make
you already know over here.
The next movie time.
Panel, open opinion, open whatever. You tell us, hey, you gotta take care of yourself.
Hello, Veronica.
Well, thank you, sweetie. I'm just saying, I just don't like to give my word and then something else comes up and, I'm not able to fulfill it. So I just.
You're more important. You're more important than a movie time. Okay?
Yeah.
You're more important.
We can still do that. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So
we'll have more movie nights. Don't worry.
Sure. for
Okay,
sure.
thank you.
We
How you
watched
doing,
so many
JC?
movies together. I was like, oh, I met
Yeah,
a scene.
I'm doing good actually.
Good,
So wait,
good.
which one was I playing? News, the Cow City
The
one, right?
first one that says Cal City.
Okay. All right.
I just need the part about the mom because I just don't get
Okay,
why
I'm
they were
gonna put that
adopted out.
on. I'm gonna put it on for you. It's the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even in this case, and I literally get a headache from it. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, so much going on. All right, here we go. And I'm pretty sure we may have some new people.
Hello, VC.
Huh?
I was saying hello to Veronica. I called her
I
VC.
can't see. Don't think I'm ignoring you guys. I can't see anything. I only can see my screen. I'm not ignoring anybody. So you guys, yeah, feel free to say hello.
Hello, everyone.
She said she was wrapping gifts and she let my two kids out the backyard because she didn't want them to see the gifts. But you didn't let the other kids out. Where were the other kids? Why my two just go back there? At night, she said it was dark. And it's cold right now, so I know it was cold then. So I don't believe it.
So when did she tell you this? Where were you when she told you this?
I just came here 45 minutes when nobody was here. 45 minutes to an hour, and we knocked on the door. And it took them a minute to come in. He came out, and he want to say he's sorry and all that. I just don't feel in my heart that it's something. They're not.
Do you have a relationship with these parents?
I don't know them. I don't know them. They did something. I feel like they did something, and they know something. They did something. And I feel my kids is somewhere around here. I can feel it. And I feel like they're in the house. And I feel like they did something.
So I think you can skip down this part.
After this, right?
I think so, but just forward it because I don't think she want to see all this.
But it's right next. Ain't this it right here?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you have just witnessed the
That's why I
biological
did
mother of Orrin and Orson. The reward is $25,000. The mother released a statement.
Real quick.
And
let's make this clear. Because some people have it different on the internet. Orrin and Orson. Okay, so let's go. The 4-year-old at the time is classic or sincere?
Sincere is the 4-year-old and Classic is the 3-year-old.
Right.
Okay. All right. So we were right. We were right. Because I was like, no, but we're looking at different stuff. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So it's sincere than classic?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I mean, I thought I was tripping because some things you go on is opposite.
I'm going to read that statement here for you next. So the statement reads as follows. I don't know those adoptive people. I never knew they stayed in California City until I found out my boys were missing. Hell, I didn't even know they stayed in Bakersfield. They used to be secretive about where they would park, so purposely, after one of my visits, I watched them from the window in the lobby to see where they parked, and it was very far away, but I seen the white van. Then after that, I asked to speak with Jacqueline. I told her I wasn't a bad mother, and I told her I didn't know what was going to happen, but if worst come to worst, can she please let me keep in touch with my children? But Tarzell barely wanted to even look at me. They gave me sick feelings talking to them. After the last visit, they denied gifts. I never heard or seen from them again until this happened. I have never seen them or my kids since December of 2018 when they decided to deny me and my mother to give my boys gifts. I told those workers my kids were losing weight. Why are they crying every time they get picked up? Why are the sippy cups empty? No extra juice in the cups. The diapers, no purified water. One diaper sometime, no diapers and no wipes. No haircuts. I had to start bringing snacks for my boys, and they were eating like they were very, very hungry. So that's the mother. And that was her explanation of what was going on every time she had a visit with her children. So a lot of people are asking what happened with the mother and why did she lose her children. Apparently she was at work one day and someone was babysitting her child and she was pregnant with the other child, and he apparently got a broken femur. She took him to the hospital, and that's when they removed her child from her care. She did everything she was supposed to do except for drug counseling. She was denied drug counseling because she had a marijuana card, and because marijuana is legal in California. They told her she didn't need to take counseling. So CPS denied her to give her kids back. I did scroll on down to Facebook, and I happened to find the father of the oldest child, Sincere. I found his Facebook page. Apparently, he doesn't want to be involved. Here's the page. Here's a quick photo of him, and then I'm going to put in a quick clip of him rapping, and then we'll move on to the next subject.
So did you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I got exactly what I thought. Something happened one time beyond her control. Why is she being blamed for it?
And you know what I find funny about that? Because the sheriff, whatever, in Cal City said that has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. Now they're saying that's the reason why they got the kids taken.
Because
yeah, he did say that on one of his news conferences. He sure did. He said he said because it was an accident, and so that shouldn't have been the reason for her kids to be taken, but that was the reason they gave her for taking her kids.
So who's telling the truth? Is it for marijuana or is it for the broken femur? Because it doesn't make sense.
It was for the broken femur. She said that it was for the broken femur, and then when she had the baby, because she was pregnant, they came and snatched him up too because the other one was already in the system. Now her other two kids that she had gave them to their father so that they wouldn't get taken. So that's why the two boys are the only ones who had got taken from her, and then the other two live with their fathers.
They're not making it clear. They're not making it clear at all. What is the reason why it was so fast for this couple to already have 4 children and easy to get 2 more? What made them so special to do it that fast? Not saying they should have been able to do it at all.
The two boys went to someone else's house first.
Yes.
But because she used to let the mom see them.
But why is that a big deal?
From her care.
There's so much.
They're not taking them.
This sounds personal.
It does sound personal, but you know what? Sometimes it just depends on that social worker. Because even when I was going through what I was going through for my adoption, like the social worker I had, she was being a bitch too. She was like telling me, you need to mount all your TVs on the wall. You need to do this. You need to do that. Like she was finding every little thing to pick with me about. So it depends on the social worker too.
That's not fair. Because when you, I'm not saying this doesn't have anything to do with this, but let's just say you're being trained at, let's say, Verizon. Okay. Let's just say you're being trained at Verizon. Everybody gets trained the same way. If they don't get trained the same way, there's going to be a lot of chaos. That's the same thing with this. If you're not being trained the same to treat people the same, then there's a lot of chaos. So I don't understand why she's able to just take these kids from her from a one-time thing. When I've heard of, I'm not putting a race card out there, but Caucasians, they get away with a lot more crap. I'm just saying. A lot more.
And it's different, and it's different, and it's probably easier because, like I said, when the social worker came to my house, I've been working for my same job for years. Like I said, I've been there 20 years. So, that was way before I adopted the children. So, this girl comes in. She's a social worker. She was Filipino and she was young. She looks at my house. I have a nice house, okay? She looks at my house and she found every little thing to try to get me denied. I went through a lot. I'm not even really explaining all what I went through, but I went through a lot. And I don't have no record. I got a good job. I got my, I got my house, all that. So, and I still work. So, it depends on the social worker a lot of the times too. So she came in here, she probably was looking like, oh, what is this black bitch doing with all this? I'm not gonna approve her. Who knows? Some people have their own hatred, their own hatred, even though they work for the county or whatever.
Did they ever say if the social worker was Caucasian or whatever other than being black?
No, nobody ever asked what color
they don't know what she is, because what if there's race involved in this?
Yeah, but nobody dug that deep to find out about all that.
Because the reason why I'm saying that is if it's a race thing, and the thing is when you go to your, I guess what they call your supervisor, the manager or whatever, the person that you bring your work to and say, look, I think this person is not good to, be around these kids, they're going to listen to that person. They listen to the social worker over the parents, regardless if they're lying or not. They go with the social workers. Because they don't want to get sued, but at the same time, this seems to be like this could be a major lawsuit if they find out there was some prejudice in this.
Yeah, but I'm sure they cleaned it all up already. I'm sure them files don't. I'm sure there ain't nothing that shows some type of prejudice in them files, especially because the kids that came up missing and all that. Like, I'm sure them files is cleaned up. They might even be shredded. Who knows?
That's messed up.
The computer might have went down and they lost everything during the pandemic. You never know what what the excuse is going to be, but I'm sure they took care of whatever they need to take care of by now.
So news.
This is sad because if they would have left those kids with their mom, this would have never happened.
It wouldn't have.
No, yeah. Of course it wouldn't. And for her to still be able to have her other kids and not these two, there has to be something going on. How quick the process was, all of that. So, news. Could you adopt a child that quickly? Like within a couple of months?
So how fast it seemed like they did, because they seemed like they adopted them a couple months after they got them. It had to be some years that the mom, it had to be some years that the mom didn't comply.
Right.
So
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I get what she's saying. She's saying, hey, I tried to tell them my situation and they're not caring. It's legal here now. There's not going to be too many programs you could take that has to do with weed and stuff like that, because marijuana, because it's legal.
Yeah,
so what
they can't use that because it's
legal.
They
do try to make programs harder than they need to be. Yeah. You should, if there's an emergency, you should be able to tell them there's an emergency. I'll catch up on anything.
Yeah, they do.
News. What do you mean comply? What kind of complying was she supposed to do that she did not do?
Well, according to the mother, all she said she did everything else that they wanted her to do. Like, usually they make you do parenting classes and all this other stuff. So she said she did everything that they wanted her to do except for the drug classes. They wanted her to take drug classes because of the marijuana, and that's what she didn't do, was take the drug classes, because she has a marijuana card, and so I don't know if she has pain or something, as to why she has the card or whatever, but she actually has a card according to her.
Okay, so if she has a card and it's legal, they can't do that.
But she said the judge she said the judge still wouldn't give her kids back. So that goes back to the system again. Depending on the judge, the social workers and all that, they make the decisions in your life. Like with one of the kids that I have, the father fought, and he wasn't doing shit. He wasn't doing none of the classes. He didn't have his own place. He wasn't mentally stable, and they let him keep fighting and fighting and fighting. The other parent, she wore a outfit they didn't like, and they fucking stopped her visits. So it just depends on how they want to do you.
Wait, let me. Can I ask a question? Okay, because I know I've seen you guys doing whatever chats, the mods, and this person wants to be seen. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's be seen. So what is your question for me? You can hop on panel so I know who I'm talking to and ask me the question.
So the girl who Jacqueline helped lived across
there's more
the street.
stuff. I already seen whoever, one of the mods, I don't know which one of you guys did it, blocked a whole bunch of stuff so I couldn't see it. So I will.
Oh, it wasn't me.
It wasn't me because I'm up here.
No, I think it was Jeanette. But if she felt that, I don't know. So that's why I want to see. This person is back in there. I'm going to drop the link. If you want to come up, come up. I need to see who you are before. You can say to take you off after. If not, I mean, I don't have to. I'm not even going to say it. Let me drop the link. Oops, wrong one. Share. Try to share.
She said who Jack. She says she's asking who Jacqueline helped. I don't know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
I think she keeps talking to you, Naomi. Remember you told her you was.
I know that. So come ask me face to face. I'm not going to talk to an avatar. Y'all know I don't like avatars. You know I don't do that.
News. Why is she being blamed for something she had no control of if the baby was at the babysitter?
Well, I think it was a boyfriend or something, a guy she was dating who was babysitting the child. That's where that part comes in at.
So not an actual babysitter.
No, so it was like one of his boyfriends or something who was babysitting. And when she came home, the baby was fussy, and she didn't know why he wouldn't stop crying and stuff. So she said she took him to the doctors, and they told her he had a broken femur. So she didn't even know he had a broken femur. She just knew her baby was fussy and wouldn't stop crying. So apparently it was whoever was watching him probably did whatever, he did whatever he did to him. Wow. And so that too, I don't know.
I already know who the person is. I think I know who you are. I think
I don't know if she continued to date the guy, and maybe that played a little part in why, the judges felt however they felt. Who knows? Because that part, you do have to drop that part. You can't be with that person who abused your kids. I do know that.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
that's definitely true.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that you have to let the person go if they're the ones who's putting their hands on your children.
Right. I don't know, y'all. Like this whole case, it really bothers me. I'm just not only that, I don't feel like urgency.
Naomi, we got to stop for a second. We're gonna have to pray for Veronica. She says she's been very depressed, and she said she's right here in the chat. She said, "Please pray for me tonight before bedtime." Maybe she needs to come up on the panel.
Yeah,
do you feel like coming on the panel, Veronica?
Come
I'm
up,
trying
Veronica.
to find it. Pop up, boo. Pop up. You know you can pop up. Anyone in here. Anyone. You don't have to be a content creator. You don't have to be none of that. Anyone can pop up in here as long as you're respectful. Even if you have a different opinion on what we're talking about, there's no judgment there. So don't feel like you can't have your own opinion. You will not get attacked. Freedom of speech. Just don't be disrespectful. Veronica, I'm gonna toss the link again.
Hop up, Veronica.
You know what? My bot doesn't work. You gave me a broken bot.
I didn't give you a broken nothing.
You gave me a broken bot. Yes, you did. You were like, I'm gonna send her the raggedy bot. The raggedy bot. Nah, sometimes you gotta smile in some situations because
Yeah.
This stuff be really depressing me sometimes.
Well, I'll pray for you, Veronica, before I go to bed tonight.
She
Because
said she can't.
depression is real. I don't know if she's still in here or not, but hopefully you're doing okay mentally. Depression is
No, it
mental.
is.
It's mental. So I
Very
mean, hopefully
serious.
you're doing.
Veronica,
She don't want to come up tonight.
you don't have
I
to come
am
up tonight.
depressed.
But if you want to call me, you can call me. We can talk.
You
know,
Yeah, you probably need to talk to somebody, Veronica.
Naomi, you in
Yes.
my head? Are you in my head? Because I was just about to
Why?
say that. Call me.
I mean, she could come on a personal chat between us. So you can
Just
can you
took
drop
that
my
right
number?
out of my head. Huh?
Can you drop my phone number in there?
Sure.
All right, so this is how you can contact me, guys. Other than that, it's all the stuff down there. I actually should throw it in there, but email.
So Life is Real said that she's not talking publicly, or he or she, whoever it is. They said they're not talking publicly.
Well, I didn't say that.
No, I guess they're trying to say they're not going to come on the panel. They want to call you private.
Okay.
All right,
but I still need to know who I'm talking to.
Right.
I can't just be asked questions and I got to answer them at attention. No, it doesn't work that way.
Lola, don't you start barking in here.
Yeah. Yep. Look at you. You crazy. But yeah, so that's that, guys. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. There's not too much you can say. They say did I ask you that news? They say they have 90% of the information they have. So that means we only have 10%.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
What do you
That's
think about that? What do you think
that's
they have
crazy.
in their belt to where they've been so smooth and comfortable this whole time? It has to be something, because we would have been seeing some action. In other case, you see flies falling. This is like a waiting game.
That's why I said if it's true. That's why I said if it's true, the feds is waiting for all the information to pile up, and then they're gonna go in and get everybody, all the people who play a part.
Yeah, I think that too, and I think that when they let people out, they're still watching them, but they're letting them by any means necessary. They're letting these people feel like they could just roam like us. It's normal. Like we just all lose our children, and it's cool. And they're really chilling. I wonder if they told them they can't leave the state, though. Because otherwise, why wouldn't they run?
Well, because they're making them feel so comfortable, like they're not a suspect at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they're letting them, they're like, let's let them live their life so they can put their own foot in their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The feds know. Yeah, the feds know what they're doing.
Yeah, they want them to slip up. Because right now they might not have hard enough evidence, and when they get that good evidence, that's when they get them.
Yep.
Just like any other murderers or any other people that do something wrong.
And you know what? I do think that, for them to be this chill, yes, like definitely they have to have a lot. And then we're hearing this from the news, guys. This is information we're gathering from the news. So I want to make that very clear, because they can just go and redact their statement. Things like this, I don't like. If you don't know it for sure, and for you to go write up something to put out to, across this country, and people are going to, we're going to believe the news. To come back with redacting statements, trashy to me. Complete trash. Because do not give people false hope on things and then bring it back. So if they're saying they have 90%, let's give the news the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, maybe they have been holding out a lot. And I think since this case has had such a big uproar, they don't want to mess up.
Exactly. And so DMV has a question for me saying that feds, the feds were involved, DMV. The feds were involved in this. And then
He said, "Why did Jackie and Trezell only claim 4
No,
kids on the
I think it was like the feds and the news because I said the feds and the news. Or are you talking to news?
I don't know. He got a question mark.
I don't know. Let me see. I don't know if DMV is male or female. DMV Bay. Why do Jackie and Trezell claim 4 kids on their taxes?
Well, they can't claim the 2 kids that are missing, so that's probably why they only claim 4.
No, but no. Good. She tried. She tried to claim them all.
Well, somebody probably claimed the other 2, and that's why she didn't claim, because that happened to me. I didn't claim the ones I adopted. I've never claimed them on my taxes because the very first time I tried to claim them, somebody else had claimed them, and I didn't feel like going through the whole little fighting thing or whatever. So I just never put them on my taxes every time I filed after that.
So you're saying other kids, they wouldn't let you?
So what I'm saying is I'd never put the kids that I adopted on my taxes. When I claimed my taxes, I never claimed them on my taxes. I only claimed my kids.
Your kids.
Yeah, I never claimed the kids that I adopted on my taxes because the first time that I tried to put them on my taxes, someone else had claimed them. And I didn't feel like every year trying to fight and go through all this stuff. So I just never tried to claim them again.
Right.
Yeah, so that's why when the stimulus stuff came out and all that, I didn't get nothing for the kids because I never claimed them on my taxes because they go off your taxes.
Okay. So
and you know that word that
is, wait, hold on real quick.
Okay.
Hold on. So if a child is missing, yes, you can, still collect on them, but if they are gone, you cannot. So I think that's what she was trying to do. And I don't know if she was just like, well, I don't think this is a good idea with what's going on. I don't know. But she was trying to do that. She was trying to claim them all. Well, they were trying to claim them all. But because they're still considered missing. There's no proof that they're not here. And for some reason, in this case, I really don't feel like they're not here. I don't know why, but I really still feel like they're around. And they could probably be in our face and no one knows it. Walking by this child every day. They didn't give us any update pictures. So do you think
DMV Bay, when you adopt children, they do not give them a new social security number. They will change the name, but they do not get a whole new social security number. That's not true. They don't get a whole new social security number.
It's hard to do that because when my cousin stole my identity and she changed her number in my social security, I don't know how she did it. It was original social security back. They only do that on things that are very, very serious, where somebody really needs witness protection. Go somewhere where nobody knows who you are. They'll change all your information and give you. It's hard to get a new social. That's why I think Jacqueline was working at this job to get other information from people, vulnerable people, trying to get help for their children. I mean,
how do we make, it was hard to find any information on Jacqueline too, to be honest. So how do we even know Jacqueline is Jacqueline? How do we even know they didn't do something to other kids? You know what I'm saying? We don't know that's why I said it's something going on. And the feds, yeah, and the feds it's gonna come out. I mean, it might not come out as soon as we want it to, but it's gonna come out one day.
Right. It is. Because when you hear how this lady is talking and how Jacqueline was giving her the runaround because she was shown a picture. And I don't know if she went down there because she was like, I don't know. She doesn't really know her. So we're trying to get this out. I don't know. She doesn't know who that is.
And
Go ahead.
In my opinion, I don't think Jacqueline had any more pictures of them after that last little outing.
This picture, she had nothing.
Yeah, that was it, and that's the problem.
Put those pictures out.
That's when they disappeared after that last picture, and that's why when
said they tried to go give them something in December of 2018 or whatever, and she didn't want to let them bring the toys or whatever they were trying to bring. She wouldn't let them see that because they were already gone. But I think it had to be in 2019 though, because they were adopted in 2019. So it had to be after the adoption, because when you adopt, you have to bring the children and they got to see them and all that. So it had to be after the adoption when they came up missing.
Jeanette, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, he woke up and it's like raining and stuff. So he's like, and we are in the same room. So, but dude, this case like irritates me so bad. Like, I'm literally.
You're on mute.
She must have got a phone call.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sigh.
It's Sai. He just woke up and, you know, when you wake up, no one's around.
Mm-hmm.
He's in another room, so he's crying. He's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "No, chill." You go ahead. What were you guys saying? I caught like
No, you were talking and then you just went on mute. You were saying something.
Well, because he walked in frantically and I didn't want him to like burst into the camera. So I was like, wait, stop. I don't even know what I was talking about at that time. Because then I had text messages, so I'm like, whoa. But I don't know, guys. Just these cases in California, that's what I was talking about. And how people are so easily getting away with the mom, with the boys, and the little girls having parties, alcohol. She's providing it. Do it. To me, she's still a pedophile. She's encouraging these young kids to do it. We got this one. Like, there's so much, Molly, so much with underage kids are going on. And I don't know if they're a victim of human trafficking. From the information I stumbled across, and I'm going to say stumbled across because I was just like, how is this all lining up? It doesn't make sense. No, I didn't say it doesn't make sense. It does make sense. But I don't know. I really don't. I really don't know what happened to them. And for people to go out and keep saying, I have the boys, I know where the boys are.
Oh, somebody needs to block Adolf Hitler. Who's in the chat to block Adolf Hitler right now?
No, I got it. Oh, Tara, I'm gonna take you. I'm sorry, Tara. I'm gonna take you off right now. Hold on.
I got it, Mama.
You got it?
I got
Tara,
it.
sorry, boo. I'll have to go. Oh, don't think I did. I'm gonna write that down. Because as soon as I clicked it, it went up. Tara, I'm going to take you off the block list. Sorry.
I got her. I got her too.
Got her back?
I got Tara.
You got her back?
I got her back.
No, for her to come back on. She doesn't need to be blocked.
No, she's back. She's fine.
Okay. Cool. That type of stuff, that's literally the only thing that's in my
Yeah.
Because any other thing you say, you can say anything you want.
As soon as I see the swastika, I'm like, block him right now.
Real quick. So when it comes to racist stuff, yes, I will block you. Your own opinion on anything else, no. Oh, why? I don't even know him. Why would that even be true? Tara, I don't know him, but I do know he did say something a little bit foul about me. That's the only thing I know. It's the only thing I know, and I'm not going to respond to it because I already know. Not even on my level. So, go ahead, puppy. Yeah. So if that's what he wants to do, go ahead. I like clicked on, see how it clicked back? I think it was just going so fast. So there you got your moment of fame. I hate people like that. I don't get it. It's kids. You're scared? I'll take you right now. Hold on. Let me just turn the light on so he could go potty.
It might actually be a real troll. That sometimes they just like to come in. Oh, someone just took a picture. I heard you.
That was me doing a screenshot, babe. I gotta send it to Naomi. I just want her to know something. So silly, Billy. He said took a picture. I don't know how much capability they have in here like that, but okay. I'm gonna have to stay in the chat as well as on here. So if you guys see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. Naomi, go check your text. Go check your text.
Yes, I got the phone. Can you send it to my YouTube phone?
Yeah.
Or can you put it in private? It's only us three. Put it in private.
No, it's something that's in the chat that I need to send you.
Delete it.
No, not like that. Not like that.
I'm like, I don't care. Delete it now. We'll ask questions later. I'm not doing that. When it comes to kids, when we're doing a fun one, okay, whatever. But when it comes to kids, I don't care what it is. Delete, delete, delete. Delete. I don't care.
Tara, that was an accident. She accidentally blocked you because she was trying to block the swastika guy.
Tara, and if you go back on the replay, I said, oh no, I blocked the wrong. I said I blocked you. So
you're here, you're back. We see you.
Yeah, we had some crazy stuff going on, so you're
here.
good.
It was just so much
I got
moving
you.
up that when I clicked it, it clicked.
And then Tracy says, "News and shenanigans." Is it on it?
Love ya.
Is it on what, Tracy?
Who's shining to? I haven't booted anybody but accidentally Tara, and she's back. So I don't know, guys. Okay, we're talking about the babies. We're talking about the babies, guys. Can we make it like respectful, please? Have some
Yeah,
sort of respect.
that is his get down though. He is disgusting like that. He is disgusting like that. And I know his original page got taken off, but he still has his he has a troll page that he still goes on and goes around and starts his little trouble.
The name from earlier?
No.
No. Who they're talking about? The guy that said the bad stuff about me.
That's over with. That's over. He's over with. He's gone. Long gone.
Okay. Whoever texted me 30 minutes ago, I've been trying to ask you this. Who are you? Text me back because you're saying, hey, I have missed you guys in the game.
Oh, crazy.
I blocked you and I didn't block you. So tell me who you are in the chat and I will go and figure out what it is because I don't see anything like that.
It's Veronica. She's not listening.
You could type that in the private chat so she could hear if you're not trying to say it out loud, but I already heard you.
Say what?
Type it in the private. She's trying to whisper to you, Naomi. She's trying to whisper to you, but I told her to type it in the private chat.
Yeah, why would you do that?
I don't know. You
So
just kept talking. I'm trying to stop you.
Can you put my number? Did you put my number in the chat already?
I did. I'll put it in again.
Okay. Let me see. And if you are texting me, let me know who you are so I know who I'm talking to.
She's telling you who's texting you in a private chat.
Yeah.
You
I don't
see
see
it?
anything wrong in here. No, I'm looking at messages and I don't see anything wrong in there. Why someone would need to get blocked? They're stating their opinion. Opinions, okay. Whether they're agreeing with
That's
me
why I
or not.
sent you that.
Opinions, totally fine. Don't agree with me. We can agree to disagree. And when we find out what it is, we can come back and talk about it. It's not for, this is YouTube, guys. I say this over and over. This is YouTube, not real life. We talk about real life subjects, but this is not real life. Stop taking everything so personal. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Okay, so which one? The one that you just said? That I just said, Reddit? I thought so, but it's nowhere in my blocks.
Did you keep the number?
I've never have I ever blocked her. Ever. And I even looked through my stuff because I was thinking it was from other messages.
No.
I've never blocked her. You're not blocked, baby.
No. The one I just text you, the one that I put the name in the private chat.
Right,
Is the
is what you're
person
saying?
that's texting you about missing you.
I know, but she said that she was blocked also.
Again?
I don't know which one of you guys did it, but I'm sure if I seen it, I pulled it out because when I go in there, she's not in there.
You can see the name. Yeah, you can see the name.
Yeah, she's not in there at all. You're not in there, love. And I would not do that to you. You know, I love you. And your journey that you're dealing with right now, got your back. So I wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't. Especially not with not telling you like a reason or anything like that. I wouldn't.
All right, I put the number in again, Mama.
So, Lindsay, what am I lying about? Tell what truth? What truth are you talking about? Because why do I need to lie about anything? What am I lying about? Yeah. So answer back on that or just go. What am I lying about? Nothing I need to lie about. I'm telling you what I've heard, what I've looked for, what this, what that. Am I a police officer? No. Am I in law enforcement? No. Are we all on the same level? Yes. Am I entitled to my own opinion? Yes. Are you entitled to your own opinion? Yes. What's the problem? You just want to have a problem with me or what? Because it's not going to work. Like, I'm not going to do that going back and forth stuff, guys. I just want to know what I'm lying about. It's going so like, and these words on here are little. That one, it won't stay up. So let me read it before I pop it up. I feel you on that. Keep shining. I feel you. This is my phone number. For anybody that wants to say whatever, if you don't get a response right away, that means I'm not in the YouTube studio. That's all that means. Because I don't take it with me. I leave it in here because I don't want to deal with this stuff on the outside. It's already enough with what I deal with on a regular basis with the cases that I'm just don't want it all the time. So if you go back and look, you'll see the cases I deal with. Jeanette's back. And hold on real quick. Hold me down real quick. Okay? Jeanette.
Yeah.
Hold it down real quick. Drop the link. Yes, I'll drop the link. Hold on. I'll tell News to hold it down real quick. I don't even know. People, oh gosh. I don't, guys, when I look at it from my point of view, I'm looking at words from bubbles, avatars, asking me questions. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'll talk to you, but I'm not going to talk to somebody that I can't see. I'm just not. And it's not like I'm acting like, oh, you're on YouTube. No, I say, didn't I say that to you? News.
Yes.
I mean, and news. Yeah, I don't just talk to people I don't know. I could be talking to James, Paul, Henry, and Jerry, and it's somebody named Rebecca. No, I'm not doing that.
Hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, because I'm going to jump back down to be in the chat because I'm in here. I can't really be up here and see it. But I told them they can go and talk to you in the private chat, right? Because they can get back without coming up.
They can get back and message me in private chat. Yeah. You could message me in private chat if you back.
Right. So that's what I said.
Otherwise, there's my phone number.
Okay. All right. So, I'm going to go back down, but I just wanted to let you know what was going on.
Well, I kind of think, I don't know what your text messages are saying, but I kind of think the person who's texting you is that person that's life is real or whatever, because they came back in the chat and they were like, those are not my text messages.
Okay,
How did
let me see.
How did they know someone even text you? This was before you even said it. They said it. So how would they even know?
No, this is a watch. Okay, watch. Whoever this is, hold on. Veronica.
Hi, Veronica.
Veronica. Veronica. She's writing me a second.
Hello.
Hey, boo.
Can you hear me?
Isn't it you?
Hello.
Writing me? Can you hear me?
Veronica.
Yes, I can hear you.
There you go.
Isn't it you that is writing me on my phone? I think she's hearing a delay.
Yes.
Okay. So
yes.
I didn't even think it was you. Life is real. I didn't think it was you. I knew it was her from previous stuff. So no, I wasn't thinking it was you, Life. I don't know what really you want from me right now at this point. Ah! Okay, got you.
Me?
All right, cool.
Hello? Naomi.
Yes.
Naomi. You talking to me?
No, love.
I'm
not
writing you about what, baby?
You guys are confusing each other.
Oh.
No, not you.
I'm sorry.
I was getting worried. I was like, I thought it was you, but I hadn't got an answer in a while. So I was like, am I going to just write her and think it, haven't heard from you in a while. I was asking for you. Well, are you good? We could talk about it later, but are you good? That's all I want to know. Are you okay? I know she's probably hearing it after because it always lags.
Yeah, I want to know if she's okay.
Miss.
I'm okay.
Doctor. Yeah. Yes, that's how I feel right now. I don't
and
like
if you want to drop your phone number in the private chat so we can have your number to call you and check on you, you can.
Yeah. Or send it to my text and I'll send it to them. Send it to my text. I'm going to send it to them so we can all be.
I already have her number. I already have it, babe.
Oh, well then, why you ain't called her when I asked? Yes.
Girl, we text already.
Yes. Moving on. Yeah.
Veronica, you got my number.
From that, I was already going to I was getting off of here. Yeah. Let's get it. So I'm just going to wrap this all up. We're going to do our thing.
I just want to say to Life is Real. I'm not part of any crew and I'm not coming at you. I haven't even said one word to you. I just keep reading what you say in the comments, but I haven't said one word to you. So I don't know what crew you're talking about is coming at you.
Hold on real quick. I don't know what's going on. Doctor disrespect. That's not how this normally goes. I normally don't allow any of this. I really don't know what's going on. So don't feel that way. Don't feel that way at all. This is all, everybody can say anything they want as long as it's respectful. So hold on.
No, I think Dr. Disrespect, he or she was saying that letting you know that life is real is 100. So I think Dr. Disrespect knows life is real. So that's
News.
100 about what though?
News. Life is Real was talking about Jeanette. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on right now at this point. It's just
it's good. It's Jeanette, whoever her name is.
Yeah, because I don't know what was said for her to get blocked. I only block people for like blatant disrespect, like you're racist or whatever. But personal opinions,
Life is real got blocked. Life is real got blocked.
Life is real got blocked. So from stating I don't agree with you and this is why I don't agree, yes. Let's have a debate. You might change my mind, I might change your mind. Other than that, you can say whatever you want to say over here. It's not that stressful over here like I see on some other channels. Say any and everything you want to say as long as you're respectful and are on topic. I got you, Jastar, and I don't know how that again. I don't know. I'd be messing up on this crap. You got it now. So yeah, what were you saying, News? Did you have anything left? Because I was gonna wrap it up, like I said.
Oh, I think we touched everything that we needed to touch. Yeah.
Oh, whoever's listening out there, I do feel very wholeheartedly that maybe if we got something to show the boys, billboard, anything like that, because I know there are family ties between a part of that family and in San Diego. So I'll leave it at that. Not going to get too deep in it. I also have a kid, y'all. Yeah, I got to respect that. So if you don't care about mine, I don't know what to really say. But is that it? You knew?
You knew ain't got nothing to say. She ain't doing it.
No, I'm in the chat. I'm actually in the chat making sure nothing's going on.
Nah, it's good. I'm gonna address a couple of last ones and then I'm gonna just get up off here.
You're gonna leave me alone, News. That's what you're gonna do.
What happened? Monica,
does it bounce you
down?
I'm always getting picked on.
Does it make you bounce down every time I click you on? Does it push you back down?
Who?
Oh, Mr. Says she's not a troll. I don't feel like she's a troll, I don't feel like she's a troll. I haven't seen anything negative, but just asking questions, and that's not negative. Any question is a good question, because I know I ask questions about stuff that I probably should know, and I just don't know it, so I'm going to ask the question. So there, I haven't seen anything too crazy.
Oh, Monica said that Life is Real got blocked because she said that the lady that you brought up, because you didn't say who it was, and
it was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, and Life is Real told you if you're not gonna say who it is, don't say nothing at all. Don't bring it up. Don't talk about it if you ain't gonna let people know who it is. She told you not to talk about it. She did say that. I did see her say that in the comments. So that's why, I guess that's why she got blocked. Because she told you don't talk about it at all if you're not gonna say who it is.
But you can't say that it's my platform. I can do what I want. That's not an option for you. Like, choose another option. It's not an option. Hey, Monica.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Monica.
Hello. I just feel so uncomfortable. I want to give people that ask questions just an update, but to fully go into it, I don't feel comfortable at times. I'm not too far from there, guys. I don't think you guys freaking get it. This is not just YouTube. I'm in the UK or I'm in Australia. I'm in whatever. I'm right here. You guys got to understand that. I don't care who has the problem with it. Mine's come first. Yes, I care. You guys can definitely see I care about multiple kids, all kids. But I'm not going to put myself in a messed up situation. I'm just not. I'll bring awareness to the case because I do care. I do. So, I mean, that's it. I don't really know what else to say at this
Well,
point.
Monica might have something to say since she popped up.
Monica, are you there? She's probably trying to figure it out. I do that all the time. I'll be like, where do I talk? Because I mute myself. I'm like, which one? And normally I drop myself off when I do it. My phone keeps dropping off StreamYard. Okay, so Veronica, later on, we're going to do like a private stream. If you want to hop in there, we'll send you the link. So now that I have your number, since we could do it like personally, not like this, we will definitely send you the link. Okay? So I'll send it to your phone when we figure out what link we're going to use. Monica, are you going to come up? Yes. This is all going to come to light. I don't think no one could be that secretive. And you know what? A lot of people are going off because from the place across the street went on there saying, oh, yeah, that girl, China, she's kind of weird. Seems like she has some information, but she didn't want to give it to us. No. Why? So you can go dox the lady and harass her? She was already scared. She was already afraid. Why would we give you this information for you to go?
No, Miranda, you're not invited. Sorry.
That's just not me. And I wouldn't do it to anyone else. I wouldn't even do it to my worst enemy. So why would I do that to her? And all she was doing was explaining her side of it and what she experienced with Jacqueline. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Exactly. And we know people love to dox on YouTube.
Yeah. So I'm not going to do that to her because when she was asking, me and my mom, we were both talking to her. That's what she was worried about. No, first, she was worried about, is she in trouble? I don't think she understood that from her first communication with who she was communicating with. So when I came along, because I know Spanish, but from an American background of it. My mother, since she wasn't born in the States, she's more with it. So that's why I was like, okay, I don't want this to be to where we're not understanding what you're saying. I just want it to be facts of what's going on. That's why that all went down. And she was asking if she was in trouble. She was very scared. So I'm not going to give that information out. I'm not going to say who it was. I'm just not. That as in Jacqueline and her mom and business associates doxing is not okay. What does that mean? Am I wrong? That as Jacqueline. Yeah, I'm not doxing anybody. I'm not. I'm just not. I can't. Oh, she can't. She said, what's the private chat? When you hop up to come into the building, you'll be able to private chat. That way we know you're there or you can say anything else. Bye. Call it. Bye. What left? I'm not saying anything. I'm letting you guys have your own opinion. Bye. Are you guys done? Because now I'm done with the situation. Been done. Are you done? News?
Oh, yes. News. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm like, bye. I already said bye 10 times.
Yeah,
bye.
I said what I had to
say. Whatever. Y'all do, you guys, okay? Much love. Bye.
Bye. Okay, she left us up in here. Hey, News. Should you stay? You want to stay in here and mess with her?
Because she's still live. She's still live. She don't even know that. It says live up there. She's like, bye, I'm out of here.
I need to let her know she's still live. Because she's going to be the only one to knock it off.